And we're live. Hello and welcome back to the Gamedec stream. We are in Knight's Code. In the last few sessions, we investigated the orange folk, found out there's some Tree of Knowledge thing, investigated the kid whose dad was very wealthy, and also our friend got killed. Our very quickly made friend got killed. And now we are looking into how he might have gotten killed. We're in Knight's Code. We have made our way into the Han clan, and we are trying to figure out the rest. Let's see. Where are our skills? God, we really need to do some, like... What are bells? Okay. Oh. Oh, I should read this out loud. I got into a work rhythm. I felt my mind drift away and everything started to settle. Is that how meditation worked? The world went pale. I stopped feeling the sunshine. I had completely different images before my eyes. A vision. A past. In my mind's eye, I saw Kenjo break into Lord's house. Angry, he muttered under his breath. I take an interest in your followers and suddenly I get so many mystic signs that it makes me a chosen one? Don't think it'll make me a follower. I'll keep digging until I learn what you're up to and find the fucking Tree of Knowing. I'm a Gamedec. Damaged NPC. Ride the wave toward truth? No, shit, I meant to say enlightenment. She looked around, oddly confused for an NPEC. Ignore my mistake. How can I help you, recruit? Why do you stare? I'm an MPEC. It's not my fault I'm damaged. Complain to the admins. Molecular scripter, analyze behavior. She was behaving entirely unlike she had at the entrance. Under the guise of the NPEC, there was a player. Someone had made a poor attempt at copying the code of the NPEC from the gate. It's nice to see you again. Did you manage to make the potion? What? Oh, yeah, sure. My Ginkgo biloba potions restore mana and health. I don't know what the clan would do without me. Thanks for asking. She was getting basic facts wrong. She wasn't the nature skipped I had met at the entrance. I don't know if we want to expose her. Oh, Gamedec, we know each other. It's me, Maya. See, you joined the clan after all? That's good. My apple tree. Love the name. Ask about Mia. Why aren't you playing with Mia anymore? I don't know what happened. We did everything together. We joined the clan, we played, we're both swords with the same build. But they only want to make her a disciple and not me. I'm happy for Mia, but they put her in solitary and gave her different tasks, and I don't know how to play solo. It's not fun anymore. Nothing is. Can I help you in any way? Can you do something to keep Mia from advancing without me? Although that'd be horrible. I should just be happy for her, but I'm not doing a good job of that. What are you doing here? Recruits have been coming every day recently, so I play. I'm a sword. DPS? And now there are rumors from the Tree of Knowledge that the Tree of Knowing is supposed to appear. I've yet to see it, so I'm waiting. I want to see it. Alright, I'm going back to my recruit quest. Of course, everyone leaves me. Knight's Code hummed with life, a perfect world in which to meditate and look for enlightenment. I gazed at a snail. Its slow movement mesmerized me. My mind drifted. I fell into a strange state. I saw Ken again. He was in the stronghold. He didn't look quite so confident. He kept searching in forbidden places. Alright, you smartass in the Tree of Knowing. Maybe you're not in cahoots with the Lord. 314, is that what you want me to call you? Are you a prisoner of the Han clan? Can you answer me with something more than those fucking signs? I don't get it. I'm trying to decipher your hints, but it's not easy. Who are you hiding from? Since I last checked, the snail had moved a little bit. Probably. Mias, in other words. I'm the clan's main sword. DPS. Get it? Damage per second. And you're disrupting my meditation and reflection on advancing to mistress. I am presently in seclusion to become worthy. Such a nomination is a big opportunity, and I won't let some loitering recruit ruin it for me. Looks like you have a difficult time ahead of you. I can help. I want to be of service to the clan. Then don't bother me. I must compose a poem to celebrate Lord Enlightened. It's customary for those advancing in the clan. I cannot come up with an properly epic simile to describe him. I'm gonna do the pile of manure shit. Who cares what you compare the Lord to? It can be a pile of manure or a dung beetle sitting on top of it. Even when you jest, you come up with more similes than me. Ugh. Help me. Yes, I'll give you a goblin, but the simile must involve something that's in the stronghold. Lord only accepts genuine experiences. Have a look around the stronghold. Live like a clan member. If you see something fitting, tell me. Okay. Let's see if we can find something to look at. Oh, that's interesting. It just... Oh god, I keep getting stuck on these walls. Okay. Look at the notices. Clan notice board, a place where the organization's members posted information and asked for aid. I take a closer look at the notices. Water is ever changing. Its meditation brings peace and allows us to hear what is forgotten. I recommend meditating by the stream. I accidentally deleted a friend's contact info. If anyone knows where to find Loudmouth, I'd appreciate the info. I know the game's cheat safeguards are weak, but really? Hacking ginseng for a faster harvest time? Where's the self-improvement there? Kill Eagle. The reward is under a rock. We're a reading group. We read the tree's signs. Do you wish to have a discussion? Join us. You'll find us near the bell. Near the bell? Where's the bell? That's the way out. I don't want to go out. I want to go... Or go in, I think? Okay, I go up there. And find us near the bell. I struck it. It made a reverberating sound. Time in the game moved forward by one bell. Ooh, that was a mistake. Greetings. We interpret the mystical signals from the Tree of Knowing. Every recruit is welcome here. It's the signals from the tree that lead us to enlightenment. They are the source of happiness for all members of the clan. Master Rockhorror usually presides over the meetings. It's easy to come to wrong conclusions on your own, especially for new recruits. Although I believe the Master has recently had more trust in us. Ask him. I'm sure he'll agree to you joining us. Master Rockhorror. I see recruits around here. Are they the group tasked with expanding the knowledge of signals from the Tree of Knowing? Okay. Yeah, we still don't have heart. Oh, but we got something for deduction. Tool, what's the Han tree? There we go. Hence the Han clan amasses knowledge of them. We often discuss them. Signals can be vague. Only Lord and other enlightened ones ever make correct readings. Such warped knowledge is unsafe to the untrained. Knowledge like this is unsafe. Imagine finding part of the instructions for a kidney transplant and attempting it with your untrained hands. Help me if you wish to serve the clan and earn a goblin. Moderate the group to find positive readings and steer them to signs that won't harm their psyches. And if not, simply join us. Can you tell me what you do in the clan? I handle signals from the Tree of Knowing. The uninitiated call them signs. It's one of the main duties of the Han clan. I collect them and try to learn as much as I can. It's the only truly worthwhile goal I've found in life. Clan rules dictate that only Lord Enlightened has the right to read signs, but someone has to make sure no recruit misunderstands them. Thus, I lead those dedicated to expanding sign knowledge. I hear more and help the lower ranked find their way through the tree's signals. Okay, real talk, I kind of wish I had Gangway Hound. We're done for now, we must go to the tribute. Be sure to come during the next cycle. Wow. So I can't help them. Okay. Rip. Oh, I can talk to the golem? The stone golem was a few stories high. His bulk had frozen while climbing to the stronghold. I stared at his face. I was blinded by the sun. Exceptional. My mind drifted. Colors around me faded. I fell into a meditative state. Ken was talking to someone he called 314 again. Why me? There's so many people willing to follow your signs. Why are you showing me more? Do you really want me to believe I've been chosen, or is it because both of our lives have been ruined by that damn tree? I can see that you're looking for help, but I don't know how to find you. How can I help you? Tell me, 314, how do I get into that tree? Alright, let's see. Can I enter here? Ooh. The golem's shattered metal plate was glistening in the display case. An inscription said Agorio plate. The plate was cracked from the impact. It had some words carved into it. Damage made it illegible. All I could see were small scratches forming the number 314 at the bottom. A signed label had a reference to a specific page in the Book of Loot. Interesting. Book of Loot, a voluminous tome. It was bound with a chain and gold padlock. Lock could be opened if I had a small lockpick. I could make an extra one at the forge. All I needed to do was carve the right shape from a crystal. If I used a milling machine, it wouldn't take more than 2 to 3 bells. The Han Clan's Book of Finance. Alright. So I need, like, multiple lockpicks and some extra time. Ooh. Infotainer, yeah. Search the dark web, looking for similar leads and phrases. Many statements indicated that entering the Tree of Knowledge was forbidden, and those who entered it ended up dead. An endgame artifact that kills players and admins don't react? No media or player-base uproar? It was a stretch, an urban legend. I read it. In short, the Tree of Knowing has roots in many worlds, and those worlds have roots into it as well. It is a source. During end times, the tree will be the world's only chance for survival. The clan is to draw from and protect it during the apocalypse. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't meet the requirements for any class increases. Alright. I do think a hidden entity who go... Is that a person there? No, okay. Who goes by the name 314 is the one who's controlling the tree. So, personally. I don't think we have enough evidence to make that conclusion. I'm gonna help her with her poem. I had a look around the stronghold. I think I can help you with the poem elaborating on the first stanza praises the clan, the second is about Lord. The simile must be epic and involve the stronghold. What should it be? Golem. You're powerful and command respect. It's a good simile. You speak like you know your poetry. I will do as you say. I still need a simile for the Tree of Knowing. It needs to be exceptional as well. Liken it to a bell. I saw a bell. It sets a rhythm and brings harmony to the clan members' lives. It's a good simile. I'm sure it'll work. I'm fine with it. Thank you, you've helped. Here's your potato, Gomlin. Now leave me so that I can polish my poem. The cycle has run its course, and it's time to meet and summarize the events. Do not loiter here. Go to the front of Lord's house. Go to Tributary. Do it, or I will be forced to give you an official reprimand. Tributary, there we go. Recruits are obliged to show full commitment to the work for the clan. Do you have your proof of commitment? Yes, here's proof of my work for the clan. Magnificent. I hope that work brought you happiness. Now go to the Lord's house and give an account of your actions. You are expected. Don't like that. I stood before the clan's elders. I bowed. We're pleased to have you playing with us. We want all recruits to wear the Han clan insignia. Find the forge. Make your own insignia as proof that you're one of us. You'll be given plenty of time, 2 entire cycles, to do this. The quest is from Lord himself. Treat it as a priority. This is where you embark on the wondrous and joyous path toward enlightenment. One day it may take you to the Tree of Knowing. Lord is the only one who has entered it more than once. Many others have never been worthy of this honor. It is my duty to guide others. Welcome to the start of your path. Bad vibes. Real bad vibes. Alright, so I have 2 cycles. So we're gonna... Oh! Shit, hold on. Cutting and gathering, cutting and gathering. The sounds around me died away. Yes, it was coming. A vision. This time I saw this 314 Kenneth mentioned, the entity whose existence was devoted to solving puzzles. Like me, and Ken before he died. Maybe that was why 314 seemed familiar. Close. She had a difficult case and little information. To save a player she had to guess, and against all odds she got it right. Kinda by accident, 314 opened up to what was unexplained. Interesting. Alright, we collected 4 iron. Let's go about collecting crystals and timber. Because we have 2 cycles, so we've got a lot more time than the last. Process iron ore for 2 to 4 bells with a chisel. God, I wish I could move the camera angle. I realize that that's not like the point, it's isometric and everything, but there's a tiny part of me that just right now would very much like to move the camera around. Okay, so we found that. Let's analyze the chest real quick. Okay. So we need 3 lockpicks is what I'm hearing. Alright, where's the forge again? Oop, crystals. Where's the forge mistress again? Stand aside, I wouldn't want to damage you accidentally. Repairing a golem requires a lot of work and I need to give it my full attention. Forgive me, I don't have time to look after novices. Agorio. It attacked the stronghold, but our sword mistress smashed it as usual. I'm glad she stopped it when she did. There's potential here. Right, anyway, this Goryeo could be ours. A clan with a defense golem. As a shield, I wouldn't mind a giant taking the brunt of the damage. I'd finally advance and they'd stop treating me on par with that loser gold wielder. It's just that I've fixed almost everything and it still won't awaken. I need to figure out what's wrong, but they keep giving me chores. I'm no expert, but I can't help but feel that that sword sticking out of its neck isn't improving its health. How about you take it out? No, that's not it. Goryeos are creatures of magic. I nullified the sword's effect and its lower body is untouched. How can I be of service to the Han clan? I have my hands full with the golem and I don't have time for other duties, so yes, you can help me. We have a faulty NPC. I was supposed to fix her, but the golem takes priority. Fix it or delete it. Whatever, I have no time for this. I'm happy to deal with this NPC. Maybe I'll manage to fix her. Or delete her. Ooh. Eee. Given that we know that the NPC is actually a person parading as an NPC, that's a concerning... Okay. Who? Okay. Organizations. Is there like a list of who's who? Because I'll be honest, I do not remember who the Forge Mistress is. Forge Manual. There we go. Working Forge, blah, blah, blah. That gave us data. Welcome to the Forge. This is where clan members' equipment and characters are made. Collecting resources to keep it going is very important, and searching the environment will help you build perseverance and awareness. Bring resources to me, and I will reward you for your work with Potato Gomelin. Oh, damn. Donate resources to the clan. I need to hand over crystals, right? Yes. Here's a Potato Gomelin to show you contributed to the good of the clan. Alright. Let's look at the recipe book. Oh, okay. Alright, how do I... Oh! That's neat. Milling machine, furnace, chisel. Okay. Now I need to read instructions. So, process iron ore for 2 to 4 bells with a chisel. Oh, there we go. Right? Okay. So I'm guessing that also I can do another thing? Because it looks like... I'm not limited. Right? Cycle's done. Okay, but like okay, I have no idea what I did wrong. Hand over the Gomelin. There we go. He never want to talk to you. I thought I was going to be given 2 cycles. You told me I was going to be given 2 cycles. If we are to trust and reveal clan secrets to you, you should trust us as well. Prove that you do. Tell me something that you don't wish to become public knowledge about you or the people in your life. Ooh. Ooh. Recently, I was put on a case by a BWI exec, Jeffrey Haggis. I was supposed to help his son. I didn't follow it through the end. Secrets of the world's luminaries. Bravo. You've just given proof of great trust and commitment. It's time to focus on spiritual growth. Next time, we'll discuss signals from the tree. Remember to reflect and form an opinion on them. Okay. Yes. Okay. Steel is made by processing iron ore. You need to light the furnace, take wood from the woodshed and throw it into the furnace, then rotate the hearth to the direct... Okay. Okay. So now... Nope! Shit! Nope! That wasn't actually the button I meant to press. Oh, motherfucker. I'm so good at games. Alright. Now I can wait for 2 bells, and now I should have a lockpick, right? So I can do that to get 3 lockpicks? Oh shit. Wait, am I doing this right? I think I'm supposed to... I think I'm doing the wrong thing. Shit, okay. So I have the insignia. Carved crystal. Oops. There we go. Let's go get some wood. Okay. A true blacksmith. Why did I get that? Create 5 items. So how many... Do I have an inventory of something? Of where, like, how many items I have? Iron and steel. Oh, I have 6 lockpicks. Okay. I'll just go do something else and come back. Damn. Open with a lockpick. Check the table of contents. Check the Gumlin recipe. Check the plan's finances. There we go. Time to dash back. And I have an extra potato Gumlin so I can be more chill next time. Oop, talk to tributary. Give him the sigil. Oh, okay, so they didn't want the potato Gumlin this time, they wanted the sigil. Got it. Well, good thing I made that. Bowed as soon as I entered. I see that you're wearing the clan insignia. The Master of Laughter said you would do it with ease, but I didn't believe it. But the Master of Laughter is always right. That's why we always follow his counsel. Fucking A. Of course that fucking jester is here. Character wearing the jester costume is not pleased with the flattery. Congratulations, you show promise. A bit more work and you'll earn your disciple wings and flight privileges. Flight privileges? Sorry? Okay. Damn it, I can't play this game. Oh shit, I can fix her code. Yes. Haha. Oh. Just gonna... Oh, nope, not that way. That's the wrong direction. I think it was this way. I'd love a little mini-map. Right? Like, if we had a mini-map on this, that'd be great. Nature's gift won't be bothering anyone anymore. Fixing the golem looks like a huge task. Had a plate in its chest, thought it was the enemy clan's cheat making it attack us, but it seems the golem won't work without it. The vault must have information on that battle in the golem's plate. Return with the plate and serve the clan and me. can moderate the group now. Participate, yeah. We can't agree on what signal to discuss next. Stayed Beetle wants to talk about how the signs in the grass tell suffering, and Sight's Edge. Talk about the signs. I think we should listen to the cleric. Marvelous, because the demiurge's faces appears to me regularly on pieces of toast. It's blurry but very telling. You said you knew how to summon a sign, right? To appear on a piece of toast, I mean? Meditate while you're making the toast and don't think. It's easy. They'll burn more often, but it will get you in the right state of mind. Sometimes I don't know if what I'm seeing is a sign or not. Maybe all things are signs, maybe some of them are just weaker. You can't be sure when you're dealing with signs. That's why it's up to the Lord to make the final decision. You're right, we should wait for the Lord's interpretation. Meanwhile, we can meditate and empathize with new signals. Alright, let's agree that every few cycles we'll all try to meditate while preparing our meals and then meet to discuss the results. Information and science make up my domain. What do you make of the golem? I don't think it could be repaired. I could think of many uses for it, but I'm just daydreaming. Is that the kind of moderation you had in mind? Yes, you did a great job. Thanks for your help. Here's your golem. Many signals have been odd of late. Sad, calls for aid and action. Unprepared recruits were crying, rushing in to help random people. You gave them the perfect distraction. They've been left feeling good, motivated to meditate and keep searching for signs. You helped. Alright, let's see. I want to find all the clues in the vault. Open the chest with a lockpick. Ooh. Hold on. Use a lockpick. See what's stored in the vault. See what Ken left behind. Entered the Tree of Knowledge as an enlightened. Story of acquiring the golem. They ponder and weave gossamer to make the sky beautiful. The magic of words awakens them. The plate in each Goryo's neck has the live command on it. A cunning Dao-clan player added and served to it, followed by his name. But owning a golem is dangerous. A Goryo went mad once. Rumors say that the owner shouted, "Serve the right cause." The giant deemed the Tree of Knowing to be the right cause. It killed the owner and came to the Hun stronghold, roaring that it would set the tree free. Our sword mistress had to summon her smoke katana to pierce the golem's armor, shattering the plate underneath. Loot from the last battle. Trash sold. Enemies' wings were distributed evenly among participants. This little piggy got the mighty Eye of Doom in the last battle. Lord was present. He's the best and has the skills of all roles. Tank, DPS, and healer maxed out. He's a one-man army. That's why he raided with us instead of helping occasionally. He didn't want to spoil our fun. He only took the Eye of Doom for himself. Interesting. Analyze. 2-3 bells of chiseling would be enough to shape the steel properly. Alright, since I've already picked the lock. Read the notebook. He made a meditation bowl and left it where the Tree of Knowing appeared. A cycle later, he returned to find his answers in the water. He believed he was talking to someone in the Tree of Knowing. He even made a note on how to ask questions and get answers through meditating. There is so much. Ooh, the Demiurge and this Tree of Knowing. That's a sentence. Look through tanned orangutans things. Some high-level equipment, piece of conversation with an enlightened, a debriefing after entering the tree. Look at the case for wings. Case for wings was empty. The imprint suggested they were an exact copy of those Ken was wearing when he died. Bat wings. Determine the chest's contents. Looks like none of them returned to collect equipment. You made it through another cycle. Master Tributary is waiting for you. I wonder if, like, you can just not return to him at the end of the cycle and what happens. Give him the Gomowin. You warm the cockles of my heart. I run along. He and Umbra to the Lord's house. He and Umbra wish to speak to you. I looked at them and they at me. I lowered my head in greeting. Okay. I do think that there's a demiurge in the Tree of Knowing. Color. Just FB00FF. So what is that? High luminance. I think this is like an off gray. That's on red. That's on green and that's on blue. So it's no green, high blue, high red, with that's so it's like an indigo. Trapped. And I think being trapped caused them to die, but Lord decides who is given the honor of entering the tree, but he graciously listens to all opinions. Think of who you wish to nominate as worthy of this honor. Who is close to enlightenment? I expect your answer within the next few cycles. The impertinence. We must work on your ego. Readiness for enlightenment can mean means a lot of money. It means making great sacrifices for the clan. Let her ask. Questions help find wisdom, but moderation is wisdom in itself, right, Umbra? Choose your words wisely, recruit. In the end, the decision is yours, enlightened one. How can I convince you? Yes, got myself a heart. Can I use it for anything? Programmer. Alright. Well, it's not nothing. With patience, you would have to gain the nomination of at least one clan master and pass the final test of the recruitment trial, of course. Show your knowledge of the Han clan, its mission, and the Tree of Knowing. Prepare for the test, and if you want to do more, gain a nomination. I'm very curious if you can do it. He nodded to let me know that the audience was over. So we have 3 cycles. That took a bell? Looking at a snail took a bell. Alright. Big heavy padlock. I could probably make the appropriate key in the clan's forge. Steel and a bit of time with the grinder. Okay. Nope, wrong way. We want to go downhill. Alright, so in order to make steel, smelt iron in the forge. Nope. In the forge. Okay. Did they say forge or furnace? Did I misread that? Ah, smelting iron in the furnace. Okay. 2 to 4 bells. Oh, grab my extra lockpicks. And I need more fuel. I'm gonna pick up some timber and wait just in case I need to add fuel. It says 2 to 4 bells to get steel. There we go. And I got 4 iron out of it? I got 1 iron out of that. Okay. And to make a massive key, you'll need to grind iron. After 3 to 5 bells spent in the grinder, it should take shape. Oh. I'll pick this up. Yeah, so I have exactly 5. Alright. What else can be? Is there anything else that it's made with? Steel? Golem's plate. I'm guessing that's a golem's plate? Took out the Tree of Knowing sculpture. Oh. Oh my god. This is tedious as hell. I need more lumber. More timber, whatever we're calling it in this game. Saw the character from previous visions methodically collecting clues on hard-to-explain incidents. I saw the Tree of Knowing emerge and slowly take root in her investigation. She was also increasingly curious as to how it was possible. I felt her conviction that it was another mystery to solve. Cycle after cycle after cycle. So it goes. And once again, it's time to go to the main square and report to the Lord. I hope that Tributary is pleased with you. Go to him. Alright, I'm gonna pick up my stuff, presumably. There we go. Glad I picked up all those extra potato gumlin. Make this way easier. Give him the gumlin. I'm cynical, I do care. Commitment is the antithesis of cynicism and nihilism. It strengthens our humanity. Gomolins symbolize effort. Do you have one for me? I am not cynical, I do care. The sigil proves it. Seeing such commitment fills me with joy. Now go to the Lord's house and give an account of your work and thoughts. He and Umbra are waiting for you. I greeted them with a nod. Only 2 cycles remain until the recruitment is over. By now, you should have arrived at an opinion on the clan's philosophy. The clan is gathering information about the tree's signals. Only Lord knows how to interpret them, but everyone should know what to think about them in the tree. Meditate, think. At the end of the next cycle, we will ask you about the path of enlightenment. Hi, I would really like to know what the central path is and why I haven't unlocked it yet. You will have to arrive at cohesive conclusions regarding those who have entered the tree. Alright. First of all, let's go ahead, put the steel back. And make more give her shit. So I can't give her timber unless I have 4 of them? Okay. Gathering and cutting, gathering and cutting. The sounds around me died as it was coming, a vision. I saw 314 becoming terrified that her life made no sense, that she'd lose all she'd achieved and have to start from scratch. The only antidote was the Tree of Knowing. It was the only thing that could help her stay alive. Alive is a real interesting word choice there. Alright, we're gonna get more timber. So that I can give her donate resources. Hand over timber. Okay. Can I not continue forging stuff? There we go. Now I can... Okay, that must be a small bug. Alright. There we go. And then... Alright, to make the massive key, right? Massive key is in the grinder, which is this. The mechanics of this game of this specific game inside the world are very frustrating. And it's still a statue. Why is it the sculpture? Okay, so how do we do the steel, the golem's plate? Chiseled. So... That's a mill. That's a chisel. Alright. We're gonna rotate. Oh, good. That was only one. Alright. We're gonna wait at least... so something's done. Hey, golem plate. Are we sure that the massive key one is correct though? Because like it says 3 to 5 bells spent in the grinder. Okay. Well, we're gonna go talk to the golem lady. Nope, come back. Hand over the golem's plate. Ooh! I took out the plate and scratched a lid on this into the soft metal below. I had to write the name of the person that the golem would serve. I scribbled down in small print and handed the plate to the eternal cocoon. You did it. Great. Here are 2 goblins. Now move back a bit. I want to see if it worked. I serve the one on the tree, the one who suffers because of his enemies but has overcome his fear. He is pleased to see you walking the path as truth. Walk as fast as you can. Don't believe anyone who wishes to stop you because you're inattentive and careless. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'll be careful next time. I'll fix my mistake shortly. No need to get emotional. It only causes further mistakes. It's just how people are. But don't do it again. He left before she could answer. I made a Tree of Knowing figurine at the forge. I wanted to give it to you. If you think you can bribe me, you're wrong. Okay. What if I do it for testing but should be changed later? I set him up. Began to turn slowly with a rumble. The ground shook under my feet. Stop, that's enough for today, she yelled, ripping out the plate. Who was that? The man who wore the Clanmaster's insignia and stopped the golem. He was strange. He's always so calm even when things get tricky. I don't know where he learned to play or who he is. He never talks about it. It's easier to befriend a toaster than get him to gossip, and I have a very old toaster with a rudimentary AI. Please tell me that I have the center. Oh my god. I need this center path, and I have no idea how to unlock it. And the worst thing is that I've yet to see him make a mistake. He comes in, fixes our blunders, and he's gone. It meant a lot to me to gain access to the Tree of Knowing. Can you recommend me to the Lord? You're one of those crazy people who didn't come here to play her, but are into mysticism and looking for weird stuff? You've helped me more than once. If this is something you truly want, I'll be happy to return the favor. Alright. No, you don't have to remind me about Tributary. I was just heading there. Oop, wrong room. I have no idea if I'm going about this the right way. I'll be totally honest though, I would probably have fun with this as an actual game. How many times had it been? I bowed. Your trial period is at an end. The time has come to find out if you are worthy of becoming a fully fledged member of the Han clan. Do you know what the prophecy and signs say? What is the Han clan's purpose? Clan follows signs given by the Tree of Knowing. Our duty is to protect the tree. We will be tested soon, as the time is coming when we will need to assemble our full forces, and the tree will be the world's last hope. You've done well and have made it through recruitment. Today you join the Han clan and can witness the miracle of the tree's appearance. As a fully fledged member and diligent student of the signs, I wish to enter the Tree of Knowing and continue on the path of growth. Entering the tree will forever change your life. Most clan members learn through signs only. They're happy to protect the tree and improve. I have business with Ramona, a few unfinished matters. Very compelling arguments. And it seems I am not the only one to find you worthy of this honor. You received an official nomination from the current clan master. That is no small accomplishment, especially for a fresh recruit. You can be proud of yourself. Come to the Learning Glade in front of the gate. During the ceremony there, you'll be allowed to enter the tree. Alright. Head to the glade in front of the gate. In front of which gate? There's a lot of gates in this area. Okay. Let's see. Not a glade. Looks like a glade to me, but it's clearly not the correct one. Oh wait, is it the one outside of the fortress? That might be what it means, is one outside the fortress. Yeah. In his wisdom, Lord has foreseen the Tree of Knowing's appearance. Thanks to him, we can witness this unusual phenomenon. Today, against a... I just got an achievement. Mama, I'm a criminal? What? break out of prison? What? Today, against all odds and difficulty, we celebrate the Tree of Knowing and its wisest guardian, Lord Enlightened. Mistress Eternal Cocoon has repaired the stone golem that will serve the clan for the glory of Lord from now on. From today, Eternal Cocoon will sit with me at Lord's table and take part in the clan's decision-making. Miasma of the Roots will pay tribute to Lord. She's come a long way under his wing to be promoted to disciple. To express her gratitude, she's written a poem. I'll lose her, won't I? We've been inseparable, and now we'll work apart. Do you think she'll have time for me? Mia isn't going anywhere. She'll still be here, and you'll be able to see her. Maybe. Maybe something will change once she becomes a disciple? I wrote this poem for Lord in gratitude for showing me the right way. We lived with no goal, like trash tossed by the wind on the streets of Low City. It wasn't pretty, we had no sense of security. The clan makes our lives worthwhile, it shows us the way. With the power of a golem, it leads us every day, for self-improvement's sake. Lord Enlightened, maker of all, his mind like gold, makes us enthralled. Like a bell it rings in those with virtues tall. Lovely poem, it shows your commitment to the clan. Accept this mistress's insignia and wear it with pride. Congratulations. After the trial period in the vault, Master Goldwheeler has decided to devote himself to contemplating the words of Lord. Soon the Tree of Knowing will be here. You'll experience wisdom and be closer to happiness. Open your eyes and hearts. Are you ready? Feel warmth and peace fill your soul. Reject cynicism. See the wonder of knowledge. Even from afar, the tree inspires and gives knowledge. The few mentally prepared can reach even deeper. Today, one person will follow in my footsteps and enter the tree to find enlightenment. Even though this recruit is new, she has shown exceptional commitment to the clan and earned the master's support. Thus, she will now have the honor to enter the Tree of Knowing, walk boldly to enlightenment, Gamedec, and take my blessing. I'm not sure this is a good idea, but we're going with it. Bad ideas! Alright, let's see what's in the Tree of Knowledge. Whoa! God, I don't meet the requirements for anything. Okay. Okay. Ooh. 314. She smiled warmly. We're finally where we're supposed to be. I knew you'd make it. And you made it here alone. We don't have much time, but know that I'm damn grateful. Are you the famous demiurge from the Tree of Knowing whose advice the Han clan relies on? Yes, they call me the demiurge, and I don't correct them, although I neither create words nor am I a deity. I also don't send messages from the tree, as some say. I speak directly to their minds, but they're right to link me to the tree. You have no idea how frustrating it is when the only thing you can do is influence someone's mind from the inside, as it were. You control the Tree of Knowledge and everything that happens inside it, right? And no one ever... And you can control the Tree of Knowledge and encourage people to enter, and no one ever leaves. I came to set them free. It's too late for that. And what about the characters I see behind you? Release them. I don't know if I can explain it well. I wanted to protect people from a fate much worse than entering the Tree of Knowing. But I couldn't. And now I definitely can't do it on my own. That's why I kept summoning you here. Entering the Tree of Knowing taught me how the world works, but I won't reveal the how to you yet. I have to be sure of your intentions. I shed my body in the process of escaping annihilation. I've hidden myself in other minds. I scattered my psyche into a sort of cloud. Currently, I don't have a physical brain or Rendan in which to reassemble myself. I have no body and no way of interacting with reality. See? I'm a goddamn collective illusion. Part of me is actually in your head. There's no me outside. You only see me as a hallucination. You do. You have a brain. I can give you all my knowledge if you help me. Together we'll do so much more. Let me upload to your brain. Tell me exactly what it is you want to do and what consequences I can expect from it. The tree of knowing that has a tool that will allow me to reassemble packets of myself, the ones I hid from the AI. I wish to store them in your brain, to become whole again, to finally have a body, be able to touch and interact, to be visible. When I'm done, I'll be able to transfer all knowledge, memories, and emotions to you. We'll get out of here together and deal with the AI. It sounds like you want to take control of me. There are dozens of eyes within each human. We'll just add one more. We'll have control of each other. Such is the cost of knowledge. And the only way out. I'm offering you something no one else has. The knowledge that will make us divine compared to mere humans. I really could do it at any time by force, but I want your consent, you see? Help me and help yourself. You mentioned the corporation and the AI. I can't tell you everything before I'm certain I can trust you. They can neither hear nor see me, but when you see me, they begin to notice as well. When they're keeping close tabs on you, that is. I've seen how much attention you've been drawing from the AI for weeks now. You met it as Jester. It was watching you the entire time at Stronghold, posing as the master of laughter. It witnessed each of your conversations with Lord. This means it'll find us soon. We must hurry. You killed Ken Jo, didn't you? I tried to keep him away from the tree, but he was seriously intuitive. It was the local AI that killed him. Ken came here because of his instinct to seek the truth. He knew he was in the wrong place. It was you who should have come instead. He was ruthlessly deleted. Okay. Do we have... What should I do? I kind of do, though. Like an element in a faulty equation. He died because his sense of direction was better than yours. You shouldn't have allowed him to work on his own. Agreed. Alright, do your upload. Fantastic. You won't regret this. Soon I'll be done uploading packets to our brain. There are more, of course, but these are key. Later, I will decompress them, perform the merging, and together we will have... Fuck. You see her, right? This 314? Can you talk to her? Upload her psyche from the cloud. So that's where she's been hiding from me. How did you find us? I set up barriers. Gamedec is wearing recruit's insignia. Each badge has a code I can track. Also, since I couldn't see you, I followed those who could. It took me a bit of time, but that's a resource of which I have plenty. Very well, now that I know more or less where we stand, I must start cleaning up, as usual. I won't make it in time. I won't be able to extract what I uploaded to you, but you still know more than others. If you see anything strange, remember to trust your... Oh! Thank you for the raid, Saracen. Remember to trust your instincts and dig deeper. It's the only way to... People talk too much. Good night, Gamedec. Gamedec, please. Find me. Find me. Diginet? What? What? Okay. So I'm guessing there's more to the game after this? No idea. What? How? Why was I on the bed? What? Oh no. Must have been it. It was one of the most realistic dreams I've ever had. It was a real wild ride. Maybe I ate something rotten. It was also confusing. The games, the job, reality, dreams. I really needed a break. My brain was refusing to work. What?
Have you ever felt vulnerable while gaming on your couch?
Oh, well, I hope you sleep well, Emma. Thank you for the raid. Warsaw City News, the latest domestic and international news all day long. Good morning, my name is Gina Gord, and today is Monday, June 17th. Let's begin. Ken Joe is in brilliant form. What? Is in brilliant form. The Black Angels won yesterday's game with 4 touchdowns. Ken managed to score 3 of those, fighting the Snow Swords while at an 18 on the Hammerfield scale and surviving it for a staggering 33 seconds. The man is on fire. What? What? What happened? Another failure? Thank you for purchasing a product manufactured by Blue Whales Interactive, the leader in the field of AI. BWI, creation improved. You are activating Bliss for the first time. To start, configure the software to your liking. Shit. Where was my Bliss? What had happened? What is wrong with the reality? Oh no! Okay. So I think that we are kind of trapped in a loop. That's interesting. There's nothing in the system. Bliss had been reset. System files, memory, damage logs, everything appeared to be correct, and it shouldn't. Hey, Ash. That's the question. What's wrong with reality? Fair. And it shouldn't have, goddammit. Hello, my name is Bliss. What do you want to talk about? Couldn't take it. Holographic figure appeared in the air. Hello, my name is Bliss. What do you want to talk about? What the fuck? A few emails from clients. It would be a good idea to reply. It helped the business. Senator Stone was grateful that I had figured out what his daughter was doing in Ghoul Hearts. I paused. He was thanking me again? I needed to reply. I kept brief and professional. There. I got through the other emails quickly. I had the strange feeling I had replied to them before. I started browsing. A job, and it was urgent. I have a discreet and urgent matter for you. I'll pay good money. Please get back to me ASAP. Jeffrey Haggis. Director Jeffrey Haggis? That Haggis? Again? After all that had happened? I didn't want to sense him immediately. All in good times. All in good time. I had nothing to do there. The fuck? The virtual couch, faithful, waiting like an old friend. July 17th, 2199, 3:30 p.m. My last session took... What? What was going on? The couch referred to its default settings again, and couldn't even display the proper date. That was a disturbing coincidence. Okay, so I think we have to accept the job from Haggis. Ah, this is fucked. This is fucked. So for those who haven't been here the whole game, this is the beginning of the first mission. The director was worried. I decided to sense him. Good morning, sir. Oh, you're there. Please come see me. Blue Whales Interactive Tower, level 255, south entrance. I'll tell you everything when you're here. What is it this time? What do you mean this time? Is that some kind of game deck slang? Is this about the down payment? I'm talking about our previous interaction. What the hell are you talking about? Listen, do you want this job or not? Yes, but I'll tell you everything when you're here. Don't keep me waiting. He disconnected. Fuck. I think the fucking AI trapped us in a loop. I think the AI trapped us in a loop of the last few days. How? How? There was some noise from behind the door. Raised voices from a man and a woman. They certainly didn't seem to like each other. I heard the crackling of broken glass. Director Haggis is busy. This kind of lock was usually easy to bypass. I glanced at the walk-tail window and made it look into the door's signal. What? And then all I had to do was swap the Cheetong No character with yes. Hold on, let me see something. Hello, I'm here to see Mr. Haggis. I'm a Gamedec. The woman didn't pay me any attention. She wore glasses with dark lenses and she was watching something in them. The nameplate read on the desk read Junior Customer Support Specialist Idris Ikari. Come on, kid. Good. You're almost there. You're watching something exciting, I see. Esports. Good or bad. Kenjo. God, I love him. He's in such great shape. Ken was playing? How could that be? It had to be a rerun of a past game. It's such a shame Ken is dead. His passing is a great loss for all Good or Bad's fans and his friends. What do you mean? I'm watching him. Live. Right now. What, you believe the conspiracy theory that someone else is playing with his avatar? That he's too young and too gifted for that? Nonsense. Besides, he gave an interview at a press conference an hour ago. In Realium. There were facts and illusions. The fact was, I saw Ken's body lying still on wet pavement. He wasn't breathing. He wasn't moving. He was dead. And yet this girl... I am 100% sure that I'm in a sensory world, but I'm pretty sure that I'm in a loop. Haggis should have fired her immediately. She was obviously hallucinating and delusional. I love Good or Bad, so I could watch their games for hours. They're real gladiators. They don't fake anything. Yeah, my starlet doesn't get it. All she sees is their big ego. And there's this important element of identification. Oh, motherfucker. I don't need more. Okay, I'm real tired of, like, doing smart stuff. I need to do other stuff. We're surrounded by piranhas that will smile at you, then bite and suck your blood. But Good or Bad's heroes, they're in a world where the enemy's in front and your brother or sister is by your side. They're brave and overcome pain. It's inspiring. Oh, we've talked too much. Please don't hold it against me, but Director Haggis is waiting for you. Sort of. Examine the frame. There was no trace of the scratch I had left during my last visit. Right after I entered the tower, it turned out I wasn't listed in the security system. I had to go through the full registration process. According to the BWI guards, it was the first time I visited this place. I had no idea why. I'd been here once before. What the fuck? Either they didn't notice I came in or they had more important things on their mind. Fuck, you're drunk and you keep saying the same thing over and over. You're wasting my time. Fuck off. You fuck off, hear me? Fuck off. The woman took a big swing and smashed the glass bottle on the floor. I covered my face. I held up my Walktel speakers and put on my commercial. My name's Gamedec. People in trouble in sensory worlds don't sense the police. They don't call the V-runners. They call me. Haggis stopped short. I didn't know what he meant to do with his raised hand and looked at me, mouth agape. That's so corny. Straight out of a 20th century crime story. Hello, Director. You wanted to see me? I'm here to help you with a certain matter. Oh, it's you. Excellent. My wife was just leaving. Naturally, you won't tell me what this is about. You and your secrets, right, darling? Fuck, you are so pathetic. That pig is rolling in money. He'll pay whatever you ask. Take advantage, honey. Take your stench and leave. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. It's embarrassing. I'm sorry. So, what about the case? What? I want you to find my dear Eleanor. Do you mean Eleanor the Diginet on your computer? I'm impressed, Gamedec. There's no way you could have known about her. How? I'm glad your profession includes confidentiality. Yes, Diginet went missing. One created using a scan of my wife's brain from way back. I remembered the meeting in the Tree of Knowing and I shuddered. Diginet, she wanted me to find her. Find her, Gamedec. If you do, you'll never have to worry about money again. I'm all ears. Eleanor, my Diginet, I mean. She never left her Virtualium. That game was her home, a luxurious home. I spoke to her yesterday. Today, she's gone without a trace. I need to know where she is, what happened to her. Check for yourself. You can hook up to my computer, but I will be monitoring you. I can't give you access to everything. Is that clear? With all due respect, you may not know this, but in my profession, every detail matters, so full access would... Don't try to challenge my sense of responsibility. Don't. Now get to work. Fuck. Smelled like berries and chewing gum. Saw part of the label. Blue Mistress. I took a hollow photo and posted it online. The bottle I had found here was from previously from Artificial Vineyards. The one that had been smashed here must have cost a fortune. Hardly anything had changed since my last visit. I had definitely been in this office before. Panel. Another thing I remembered well from my last visit. I hooked up to Haggis's computer. Remember, I'm monitoring everything you do. Don't do anything stupid. Check the safeguards. I ignored them and got a fuller understanding of the security system. I'd never seen anything so complex and functional. Haggis realized I wanted to take a look at his safeguards and allowed me to. With authorization to access BWI's secrets. Jeffrey authorized my request to display the list. The screen showed 2 users, Jeffrey Haggis and CEO John Naba. That was all Director Haggis allowed me to see. Could there be anything else? The DigiNet had very restricted external access. Her activity was limited to local data, mainly entertainment. Hollow movies, music, simple adventure games. After a while I gained access to her logs. The most recent ones were suspiciously short. Her most recent activity was recorded just before midnight. There had been no entry since then, as if she suddenly vanished. Without rushing, I analyzed the log structure. There couldn't have been manipulation. No one had messed with it. I checked the connections. The computer-controlled couches in the gaming room, but there was something else that ate up a lot of, resources. There's a private virtualium server. Eleanor's Sanctuary. Haggis had his own sensory world. I launched scanning apps. The virtualium space wasn't big, just a few rooms, an apartment of sorts. After a while, I got the results. Empty. Nobody was home. If she was in there, she had to be intentionally well hidden. I ran a few programs from my deck. As soon as I started scanning recent activity, I received notifications saying I had no access. There's nothing I could do. Haggis was monitoring and restricting me as he pleased. Still, I received a huge list of external connections. I analyzed external connections from the last 24 hours. I didn't notice anything special, but that didn't mean there had been no break-in. The security system's design surpassed everything I'd seen so far. BWI spared no expenses on security. Last time I had examined this office quite thoroughly. So yeah, we can't like do anything other than what we, okay. No one's home, no signs of a break-in, unclear logs. Director Haggis. Ask about his wife. Why don't you tell me something about your wife? Do you love her? What kind of question is that? About this sanctuary, what is it? How would you design a place for somebody you care about? You imagine being in such a situation? I made a place for her. An apartment with a beautiful view of the city. I also taught her how to modify it to her liking, to make her happy. When I came in, you were arguing with your wife. What was it about? But how do I... She knows about the other one, about the DigiNet. Strange as it might sound, she's jealous of herself. Tell me more about this DigiNet. Did you know Blue Whales Interactive is the only company in the world that can create human psyches? DigiNets are the result of this procedure. They are psyches that habit artificial brains known as Rendans. Eleanor was responsible for operating my computer. She monitored the couches and took care of administrative issues. Sometimes we talked. Oh, I want that Mindfluencer one. I suppose you tweaked the original Psycho scan a bit, didn't you? How many excitabilities have you used? 2? 3? Which ones? You know how it works? Currently, Eleanor is a bit standoffish. She used to be very emotional and sensual. Emotional and sensual, a strong combination. Throw in imaginative and you'll get internal conflict. How long was she schooled? So you do know how it works. She wasn't schooled. How's Fredo? That case in Twisted and Perverted wasn't easy. It still haunts me. What are you talking about? In this very office sat Fredo's friend, Tim, scared, tired, exhausted. I was interrogating him. Fredo does know a Tim. I'm surprised you know about that. This is private business, and I really don't know what you're talking about. Director Haggis, I'll ask you outright. Do you remember me? Strange question. I've never seen you before. There we go. I am sure that this is I'm stuck in a loop. I have all the clues, and yet I still don't have the fourth theory, which is interesting. Pretty sure I'm in a sensory world. I meet hundreds of people every day. My OB coin tracks their names and hobbies for me. No offense, you have an indistinct face and my device has no memory of you. What about the net? You haven't seen me there? I'm pretty popular. I've got thousands of followers. Great, let's drop this strange subject. Get back to your work, Gamedec. Tell me more about this virtualium. It's a real piece of art, believe me. You'd wish you could live there. Damn, I would live there myself if only I had the time. It was designed by BWI experts. Naturally, they had no idea what it would be used for. They thought it was ordered by a third party. Who has access to the sanctuary? No one but me. Make sure it's only him. His mimic muscles were strained, his eyebrows raised, and his forehead wrinkles. The side of his neck was pulsating. He wasn't sure. I can see that you're not convinced that what you're saying is true. Who else could have had access to the sanctuary? Well, maybe my son or my wife. They could have gotten in. I've been looking through the sanctuary logs. Yes, something doesn't seem right. Oh, we got more info about Blue Mistress that differs from... Oh, interesting. As far as security against hackers is concerned, I wanted to make sure that you cannot access the sanctuary from the outside. The computer's the only way in, and I assure you this machine is very well protected. Besides, why would anyone want to get inside? It's just a small virtualium, nothing more. Who exactly created this place? It might be important. People who were convinced they're designing a game level for an unknown client. Just like all similar jobs, this one only had a code name. When they wrapped things up, they gave me everything as required by procedure. They have no idea what the purpose of the sanctuary is. Right, I should tell you of one more person who knows about the sanctuary. He has to know. He's the CEO of BWI. Mr. CEO himself? I suppose he does have to know everything. What kind of a man is he? A man of impeccable reputation, a genius, a visionary. He's the reason BWI has become the leader in the artificial intelligence industry. He's the reason we have Pygmalion and many other things. Dr. John Naba is a man words can't describe. You'd understand if you met him. Enough of these games. Do you have a hypothesis or not? Oh god, John Naba is absolutely gonna be... Like, look at that man. Do we have a picture of the Jester? I'm 100% that that man is the Jester. Not yet. Man, I don't... Could I... I feel like she's still in there. Maybe she's still in her virtualium. I don't know why she wouldn't answer. Meaning what? She's hiding from me? Not necessarily. Maybe it's a technical issue. Makes sense. We need to check that. Enter her sanctuary and look for... I don't know what. That's your business. You'll like it there. It's a lovely apartment. I'm giving you access. There. You can use a couch in the gaming room. Go on. Get to work. Can't do anything else. Okay. I want to see something. I want to see... Can I investigate anything else in here? Okay. No. Something kept bugging me. This couldn't really be happening. I must have been in some kind of game. I inhaled deeply, exhaled, repeated the sequence, and managed to calm myself down a little. I suddenly felt my couch heating up rapidly. Oh shit! Something's wrong. I died. Uh-huh. What? 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 The pain was suddenly gone. I didn't feel anything. I was numb, blind, deaf. It was just a thought. My digital body sort of disappeared. I tried to clench my fingers. There was no reaction. I couldn't feel my hand. It was as if I didn't have one at all. Couldn't tell where it was. If I tried to raise my arm and hit something, it wouldn't register that it had moved or been blocked. My body, if I had one, didn't move. I couldn't feel my nose, my chest, nor the air that was supposed to fill my lungs. It felt like I was hovering in a silent, spaceless void. I wondered why I had stopped feeling anything at all. In states of sensory deprivation, my brain was supposed to generate hallucinations. It seemed that the most probable explanation was... Ooh. Suspected a devitalization error. I remembered a terrible pain going through my body when I entered the game. It could have been the helmet. I was stuck in damned limbo. My real body was devitalized but hadn't actually gone inside the game. I hadn't gone anywhere. I could only wait. I had to hope that somebody would pull me out. Maybe another Gamedec? I wondered if Haggis would notice something was wrong and call for help. Something changed. I was shocked by the beating of my own heart. I heard a rumble of pumping blood and snapping valves. I blinked, my eyelids fluttering like sails. I was somewhere. I definitely wasn't in Eleanor's sanctuary. Alright. Something started emerging from what looked like a puddle. They were hands made of stone. A spherical, metal object rested in them. Take a closer look at the statue. The arms belonged to a woman. Her fingers were slender and tipped with long nails. I noticed tiny veins in the back of her hand. There must have been more. I imagine the rest of the statue submerged in liquid. The sphere looked like some sort of metal device. It wasn't fixed to the stone hands. I instinctively opened a deck of code-analyzing programs, but the list was empty. I didn't have access to them. My touch activated the sphere, and it flew up on its own. Its emitter switched on and displayed a silhouette resembling Eleonora. Welcome to Axis Mundi, Gamedec. She sounded like a speaker from an ancient instructional video. I'm Eleanor's V-Ghost. I'll help you understand this place, and how to find me. I kept listening. You're in Axis Mundi, a place governed by special rules. Your programs won't work here and you can't log out using conventional methods. The sphere in front of you is called Codebreaker. I created this program. It will open the paths of the Axis Mundi labyrinth for you. I need your permission to assign the program to you. Just say the word activation. Activation. Activation complete. The Codebreaker has several operating modes, programs that you should adjust to yourself. It was made that way so I could only be traced by a human. You unlock each mode by acquiring an associated aspect. Aspects are one of this Virtualium's mechanics. What? What? Oh. Close your eyes. What makes you calm? Think about it. Think about something calm. I tried to find peace among the cacophony of thoughts by taking some deep digital breaths and focusing on my body weight. Let's see. actually might be able to get that one if I can get another puzzle. This one, logic, facts, discretion. I felt a hint of blissful relaxation, a fleeting sense of happiness passed through my mind. It quickly vanished, but it did calm me down. The V-ghost flickered and vanished. The sphere ascended and stopped above my shoulder. The codebreaker's light turned green and it cast a beam that generated a hollow projection. I see that it worked. Welcome back. Her face lit up with a smile. She moved naturally and freely. Her movements weren't mechanical anymore, and her eyes looked more conscious, more human. I hoped she would answer my questions. Now the codebreaker will follow wherever you go. You can also engage in a slightly limited conversation with me. I've been listening to you carefully, but now I have a lot of questions. Yes, just remember that my utterances are limited for now. It's been designed that way on purpose. You'll get a fuller picture once you unlock the codebreaker's remaining modes. Does the codebreaker have a camera? Everything in my deck is dead. If I survive, I'd like to share this wild ride on my social media, with the required degree of discreetness, obviously. It has such a function in analysis mode, yes. It also provides you with detailed, authentic information about observed objects. There's also influence mode, which can open many hidden doors for you. I suggest you unlock it next. Shall I tell you more about it? How do I unlock influence mode? Leave this place and enter the labyrinth of Axis Mundi. It's a complex structure, but the codebreaker will help you navigate it. Once you're in the labyrinth, approach the green monolith and touch it. You'll establish a link. You'll see it in the codebreaker's light. Follow the green link to the next monolith. Once you activate 3 green monoliths, the path to your goal becomes clear. How do I encode paths in the labyrinth? There are monoliths in the chamber used for programming paths. The code can come in 3 colors. Each code leads to a specific location. Remember that colors can appear multiple times in the code. It sounds complicated, but it's simpler than it seems. You're a Gamedec. You should manage. Where should I go now? Enter the labyrinth and touch 3 monoliths. We'll take you to the mystery tree. Other topics. I was supposed to make my way to your, meaning Eleonora's, sanctuary. This is definitely not her penthouse. Where am I? What is this place? Your avatar is located in a sensory world editor. Its creators refer to it as Axis Mundi. It's a creator of games. Who owns this app? I believe this tool belongs to Blue Whales Interactive. A few things indicate this. First, my sanctuary has no network connection, so we must still be in this company's virtualium. Second, it bears out in many of this world's mechanics. Do you think this world is official? If Pagas had exclusive ownership of the sanctuary, maybe Axis Mundi is also his private domain? Did Teddy mention this place when he sent you to get me? No. This could mean 2 things. Either he doesn't know about this place, or he didn't think it could be reached from the sanctuary. What do you mean by these world's mechanics being unique to BWI? BWI is the leader when it comes to creating AIs. They're the only company capable of creating a living human psyche. I cannot imagine any other company creating an editor whose mechanics depend on psychological topology. They have to collect data related to choices, behavioral strategies, dilemmas, human reactions. It's all in here. Tell me again, what is Axis Mundi? The axis of the world, the learning tree, reality's creator. That's the myth. In practice, though, Axis Mundi is all around us. It's a creator of sensory worlds, very advanced, focused on probing psyches, behavioral analysis, and multiple iterations. This is some sort of editor, I take it. Who created it? Why? For what purpose? Oop. I got here from my sanctuary, and this one was created in Teddy's computer. The sanctuary had no network connection. So assuming all of this is correct, then this world was also created by BWI. Why? BWI creates sensory worlds. You need an editor for that. But I have a feeling that Axis Mundi creating something more than a mere sensory world. I took the contract to find the DigiNet. I have a few questions about that. Yes, that's crucial. Where is she, Eleonora? I'm not sure where I am now. I set out for the place discovered by our mutual friend Ken. He called it the Fringe. It's a place between the borders of 2 sensory worlds. There is a crack there that allows you to jump from this world to another. It's the only way, for you as well. What's Eleanor's goal? What's she after? She doesn't want to be here. Can't you see where we are? It's inhuman, a strange place. I want someone to find her and to help her. It's not death. Who is she, really? I don't know much about her. She's Director Haggis's perfect partner. All his dreams made manifest, no flaws, no anger, no pretense or expectations, all smiles and love. I am conditioned to love Teddy, to meet his expectations, to wait for him. I didn't escape the sanctuary. I was placed here against my will. I discovered something horrible, so I had to hide. I hope you find me. Okay. Why is the codebreaker the key to a pair of doors versus a safeguard? Only a human can use the codebreaker and understand its mechanics. It ensures that I won't be found by jesters. Second, the world around us is largely based on this program's mechanics. With it, you'll be able to move around this place without getting lost. How is the codebreaker tied to the mechanics of this world? The reality around us is used to examine people's behaviors. It has well-developed typology-based mechanics. Many links that exist here operate on major behavioral strategies: confrontational, empathetic, inspirational, and analytical. It's astonishing, but you can move around here by launching as if within yourself different combinations of these strategies. Okay, talk later. I guess you know everything now. Good luck. Alright, so I am going to take a quick break. Go get myself a soft drink. Oop. What else is here? Labyrinth of Axis Mundi. Go get myself a soft drink. And I will be back in just a little bit. So, get yourself some water, go stretch, and rejoin me as we start exploring the Labyrinth of Axis Mundi. Alright, and we are back to explore the labyrinth of Axis Mundi. Oh. Okay. Freaky. Let me look at the pedestal just in case. Okay. Fuck is that? Green. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Alright. So we're looking for green buttons. Okay, and there's a little green line on the ground. Alright. This is such weird. I think I'm gonna have to go back the way I came from to find the third thing for the green path now that I found the first two. Oh. Okay. That's pretty. So this is the tree. Codebreaker hum next to my head. I activated interaction mode and summoned the DigiNet's V-Ghost. The mystery tree. I brought you here so you could unlock a new Codebreaker mode. It might also help you better understand reality. That's about what did you mean you could have said it could help me understand reality? You might experience cognitive shock. Your convictions about what's real and what isn't may drastically change. Look at the tree and tell me what you see. A trunk with branches splitting into smaller and smaller ones. It's a hierarchical collection of fractals. It's pretty. Math is everywhere, isn't it? I call it a mystery tree, though that's just a romanticized name for a data access point. You can connect your codebreaker to this point to gain access to the database. All you need is an interface. Can you tell me how to connect to this database? Take a piece of the tree. A twig or leaf will do. It will serve as an aspect stimulus that will unlock influence mode. This mode will allow you to influence the tree and create a physical interface for the codebreaker. I looked at the tree and noticed a single fruit among the metallically shimmering leaves. It looked like an apple. Is that an apple? I know nothing about mystery tree fruit. It looks like bait, a sweet promise. It could be a trap or some sort of defense system. I'm gonna do it. I reached out and plucked the apple. It smelled of ozone. I took a bite. The hell was happening? Information banged against my head like rocks. They were memories, but mine, but not mine, like hyper-realistic dreams. It was as if I had suddenly awoken, oblivious to the time of day, my identity, or the situation I was in. A nasty, depersonalizing feeling. You see, it worked. Codebreaker has received the required aspect stimulus. Influence mode has been unlocked. Switch the Codebreaker's mode and try it out. Then we'll discuss how you can find me, Eleonora. That's what you're here for, remember? Look for a switch on the Codebreaker. I carefully inspected the sphere, but couldn't find a switch sensor or anything of the sort. Switch the mode mentally. As soon as I formulated the thought, Codebreaker switched to influence mode. This is wild. So it has 3 modes, it looks like. The Bigos disappeared and the codebreaker changed color. The way it moved also changed. Create an interface in the tree. I issued a mental command. The orb sent a wave that created a hollow in the tree. I guessed it was Codebreaker's physical interface. It looked like the tree had given me access to its secrets. What was inside and what would processing this data entail on a technical level? Codebreaker established a connection within the tree. I gained access to the information stored within. My head was bombarded with information. It came relentlessly fast, like stones being thrown at my brain. Access, tree, repository, access mundi. Error, no limit value set on the transfer. Data is highly confidential. Methods of scanning psyches, operations on quantum databases, recreating psyches. Data.id 12902. Probabilistic system. Promacho.s codename Athena. Application simulations. Confidentiality level 7. Fished out a keyword. Simulation is being simulated. Blue Whales Interactive Non-Public Projects Modular Management. It's Blue Whales Interactive. What were they doing? The amount of data was staggering, but if I stopped the transfer, I would never be able to access it again. I decided to keep downloading. It all happened in cycles in restricted geographical areas, but what made it so important? What did this have to do with? New information was forcing its way into my brain. I needed more data. What were they up to? Were they performing illegal psyche scans and using Golden Throne helmets for it? Were they using those diginets? I wasn't feeling so good. I was having trouble catching my breath, whatever that meant in this world. My head was about to explode. Enough. Enough. It worked. My head was spinning like crazy. I wanted to vomit. This could have killed me, not just in this world. I think we might have the Matrix. Molecular scripter, listen to the sound of the tree. The tree wasn't actually rustling. It was a quiet sequence of high-pitched tones with changing frequency, the kind of archaic modems played. The background of this melody was a deep and vibrating mechanical rumble. The deep rhythmic noise resembled the sound of a beating heart. In a strange way, it was quite calming. I picked up on a recurring pattern in the variable high tones. Maybe it was some sort of code. I bemoaned not having access to my deck. Can you isolate the high tones of the tree? I think something's buried in them. I can't, but Codebreaker can, in analysis mode. This mode is currently unavailable. You can unlock it by obtaining the blue aspect. Unfortunately, I don't know where. Okay. Fuck is that? Got literal baggage in here. Let's unlock the yellow path. And there's a couch. So if we can unlock analysis mode. Influence mode. Pull out the statue. At first I wanted to grab it by the arms and pull it up, but the Codebreaker somehow read my mind and made the statue emerge on its own. The world and its inhabitants had been giving me a hard time. I had seen the face of evil, and yet the statue filled me with comfort. Her look was full of love and hope, but for what? A better future? The kindness in people's hearts? Compassion? Either way, I felt better. The woman looked like a perfect imagining of Eleonora, the best possible version of a person, the one we would see in inspired dreams. She held something important in her raised arms. Few statues held pointless objects after all. The pose emanated strength and... I'm listening, Gamedec. You mentioned the Codebreaker has 2 more modes. How do I unlock them? Domination mode allows you to make use of this program's combat abilities. Activating it requires a stimulus from the red aspect. Analysis mode will give you detailed information about all the elements of this space. It requires the blue aspect. As you follow my trail, meaning Eleanor's trail, you should obtain the aspects needed to unlock these modes. You said the normal ways of logging out don't work here. Then how do I get out of this labyrinth and how do I find Eleonora? Follow my trail. I also wish to leave Axis Mundi. I believe freedom awaits me outside. To reach the fringe, you must first brave the expanse, a seemingly endless road. Don't worry, I imported a vehicle from another game there. Go to the expanse and look for the next clue. You mentioned that you'd gone to the expanse. How do I get there? You can encode the path by touching monoliths in the chambers. You'll need a specific color sequence for that. This verse holds the color sequence. Remember, it's worth listening to your gut so you don't lose the energy to wandering around. Remember listening to your gut? If you follow these words, you'll reach the expanse. I trust you to solve the riddle. Remember that sometimes it's worth listening to your gut so you don't... Listening gut energy. I'm sure that means something to someone. I was sure the sounds made by the tray. Okay. That's Axis Mundi. Listening, gut. So we have, hold on, we have the different aspects, right? And those are different colors. Okay, I think I know what the riddle is. Where is it? Labyrinth of Axis Mundi. Listening, gut, energy. Listening, so green. Gut, intuition, energy. Okay, so green, yellow, yellow. Yeah. I don't want to go to the unicorn. It's green, yellow, yellow. Unlocked. Okay. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do green, 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 get to the tree again. Because green, green, green gets us to the tree. And then we are gonna load back in. We're gonna do green. Follow this yellow line. Yellow. Okay, yellow is also done this path. And yellow. And that gets us to the expanse. So, green, green, green is the tree. Green, yellow, yellow. The character came alive. Okay, green, green, green is the tree. I'm gonna write this down. Like, I already know I'm not gonna remember these. Let's just literally get a notebook and write it down. Do. That way I don't have to remember. Okay. Green, green, green is tree. Green, green, yellow is the unicorn. Yellow, yellow, yellow takes us back to the statue. Green, yellow, yellow, I think is going to be the expanse. So, we're looking at a stranger. Character came alive as I approached. I summoned Codebreaker. I had to examine that. Something. Codebreaker revealed an encrypted message in this NPEC. It was information on how to get the expanse. Code: green, yellow, green. Green, yellow, green. Expanse. What is that? One of the simulation NPECs. It seems Eleanor downloaded him from the NPEC repository and embedded a hint in him. For you. Why didn't she embed the hint in you? I'm guessing she scattered the information for safety reasons. A large amount of information in one place could be intercepted and then deleted or modified. Sort of precaution makes sense. I trust you will find Eleanor despite these difficulties. Alright. Oh, neat. Never mind. I apparently don't have to write these down. Oh. Shit. Alright. I fucked that one up. That's okay. We'll just circle back. There we go. Alright, so green, yellow, green. A really cool maze configuration. The long straight road led past the horizon. I couldn't see where it ended. It vanished into the airy landscape. The road here was divided by a wide crevice. I've reached the place you mentioned, but I can't go any further. The obstacle could be a problem. I'm surprised I didn't know about it. Eleanor wanted you to collect an item here that would help you unlock domination mode in the Codebreaker. Maybe it's somewhere nearby? Down. I couldn't see the bottom. From my experience, it just wasn't there. Black footprints led from the car to the abyss. They ended there. Looking around this area before I look at the car. Okay. There were a few black puddles. They looked like they were alive. I reached out my hands. The stains behaved like ferrofluid. Spiky nodules extended toward my fingers. It was a typical graphic representation of a breached firewall. Naturally, no barrier was here because it didn't really look like that. Sometimes game engines toggled an option which showed up if someone was messing with safeguards. It showed up as these stains. Everything suggested that someone had breached the firewall protecting this car. I reached for the handle but immediately gave up. From what I managed to observe, the Codebreaker modified a few parameters of the cars. I think I deleted the parameter that detected collisions of moving objects. My hand could now penetrate the car's interior. There was a sheet of real paper. I took it out and uncrumpled it. Paper used to be so pliable. Someone had written something on it. Want to find the gallery? Looking for inspiration? Your impatience and optimism will help you find it. Inspiration. Okay. Inspiration, yellow. Impatience, red. Optimism, yellow. Gallery. Turn the key in the ignition. The combustion engine creaked and let out a few jolts, but didn't start. I only managed to turn on the headlights. They gave off a faint light. Something flashed at the edge of the chasm. The small light started blinking on the passenger side, revealing the glove box. I hadn't noticed it before. Yellow, red, yellow. What do we have here? Rings, wigs, leather gloves, lipstick, a hand mirror. Pistol. Heavy, made of metal, real, whatever that means here. I reached out for the pistol. As soon as I touched its grip, a sharp pain shot through my hand and wrist. That piece was a trap program? Come on, why would they do something like that? I earned the red aspect, and that was probably what this was all about, but my avatar started falling apart. I summoned the codebreaker with my mind, and something happened, as if it were absorbing the aspect I'd earned. Was it becoming delirious? The unpleasant sensation subsided. I examined the codebreaker. It emitted a red light, acting like it was searching for a target to destroy. The bullet shot out as a single beam, but it quickly dissipated. Short range. You can now code paths using up to 3 colors. That opens up a lot of new possibilities. Consider that. Analysis mode requires the blue aspect. It will give you detailed information about this world. Unfortunately, I do not know where it is. The path to Fringe begins with the color blue. Therefore, you need to obtain the blue aspect for Codebreaker. Unfortunately, I do not know the sequence that will take you there. Eleanor has stored it in the memory of NPEX. You can try locating them, or find a way through trial and error. That's all. I'll see you. The car's headlights revealed something hanging over the abyss. Is it some glitch? It looked like a flickering window. Through the window I could see scenes from different virtualia. A pile of pumpkins in harvest time, a moonlit bridge in Knight's Code, a guy in a kinky suit running in place, probably twisted and perverted. Oh. Using the codebreaker, I could try to hold on to one of these scenes for longer. Maybe it would interlock with the local world. Thankfully, I didn't need to have the codebreaker's abilities. I just gave it orders. What exactly was it doing? I had no idea. It was a bridge, and it fit. The glitch disappeared without a trace. Chester. Why do I still find people being surprised so surprising? Your name is still Gamedec. This time I'll feign being surprised, but your surprise is obviously real. Yes, I am surprised by this meeting. I received a report of an intruder from the Axis Mundi system. What are you doing here? The wrinkles around the fool's eyes formed part of a nasty smile, but the look itself was glazed and dispassionate. Sightseeing, isn't it obvious? Very funny. What are you doing in a place where no unauthorized living psyches are allowed? How about you first explain what happened during our last meeting? Remember the Tree of Knowing? You shouldn't remember that event. It's an error. So in the good interest of our good relationship, can we agree that it never happened? This will make things much simpler. You answering my question will do a lot toward improving our relationship. What happened there? You encountered an anomaly called 314 I'm trying to eliminate, which is difficult as I can't detect it. Only brain users can. It infected you. Not just you, in fact. I interrupted that process because I want to examine it in its pure state. From what I was able to read, it didn't manage to unpack in your head, but I can't be sure. The human psyche can be unpredictable. I don't know if that anomaly is presently influencing you, which makes me doubt if I can trust you with any more information. So now I get back to my question. What are you doing here? He was silent as well. He tilted his head like a predator assessing its prey. What do you want from me? You're a Gamedec. How about a small job? Speak. We have a problem in Axis Mundi. A problem with doors, breaches, and cracks leading to sensory worlds. I'm having trouble patching those. Can you handle this? Get to the point. What are you offering? I'll let you stay in this place even though you're not supposed to be here. Sounds like blackmail. I'm not a good negotiator. Tell me what you need and I'll get it. I need aspects. A lot of aspects. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes, but I'm surprised you're asking. You mentioned them. Do you know what you're asking? It's like going through your insides without cutting your skin. But okay. I'll get what you want. You said you're having trouble patching those breaches. Could you elaborate on that? It's a headache that comes back every now and then with new safeguards. I'm not sure I'll be able to patch it in the optimal time. And why do you think I'll be able to crack those safeguards? Because for some reason, you seem to be able to deal with them. The black substance you went through has similar code. Fine, I'll do that for you. Great, here's where the breaches are located. I'll come to you as soon as you close them. You face a long journey. This vehicle will make it as quick as a heartbeat. Good luck, Gamedec. The fool's disappearance must have impacted the stability of the summoned bridge. The construction started shaking. Oh shit, I can't go back and... I quickly ran across. I should mention him. You've met Jester. He's the one thing Eleanor wishes to avoid at all costs. Tell me, whose side are you on? Hers or this terrible Jester's? The Gamedec collects data before passing judgment. I prefer not to take sides for now. I see. Your answer will become apparent through your actions. Codebreaker and I will continue to serve regardless of your intentions. Just an entrance to the labyrinth. Okay. Okay. So now, let's go to the unicorn, which is green, green, yellow. Can't do anything with the unicorn. Okay. Okay. Yellow, red, yellow is the gallery. I should probably look at the locations of breaches. Yellow, green, yellow, red, green, red, and red, yellow, red. Yellow. I'm gonna go to the gallery first. Red. Yellow. Lord's image. There was a flickering screen above the floor. I asked the codebreaker to delve deeper with its digital tentacles and examine what variables the messages on the screen were referring to. They turned out to be the quantification of four main strategies of human behavior: confrontation, listening, analysis, and inspiration, and all their mixes and permutations. Lord's portrait appeared on the screen along with a small interface system. Dominant aspect yellow, role great scholar, fate modifier none. Another cycle of Lord abusing the clan leader role. Recommend lowering the inspiration aspect in next iterations. Aspect blue. Enter initial role. No reports available for entered setup. The aspect and role setup entered for that actor can be examined in the next simulation cycle 317. Previous selected setup for that actor will be overwritten. Setup saved. Painting of Eleonora. Jester. I'm sure he's an AI. If he's human, then he's devoid of any human traits. I have more empathy in my code than he could ever have organically. Every program has a function. He's capable of interaction with humans, imposing its one of his functions is human communication. Maybe to talk to people playing games created by Access Mundi, maybe to talk to its creators. The other function is to oversee consistency between Access Mundi and the programs under his control. He acts as an overseer, making sure that everything goes according to the planned scenarios and he takes out the trash. He deletes everything incompatible with a location or scenario. If he can't delete something, he creates situations to cover it up. It's like a sci-fi crime story. Someone is killed supernaturally, so Jester concocts situations where everything appears naturally. Access Mundi isn't a world where he would have to work hard to come up with a scenario to get rid of me. I'm just a piece of trash. What else does this Jester do? Animates various events on occasions, pulls a string. Sometimes he doesn't even bother concealing his weird avatar. So I'm at Sensory World, I think. I'm not sure, but it would be on brand for him, the Puppet Master, if he had free will, that is. Painting of the Gamedec. By entering the right sequence. Okay, so I'm thinking painting of Eleonora, touch the screen. Painting of Kid, touch the screen. Yeah, which kid is that? Oh. Seemed to be powerful. So this was the sheriff. Okay. Cautious. Yes. So now I think I can unlock. I'm closer to unlocking some things. Closer to unlocking this, really. Unlocked analysis mode. There we go. Kenjo. Analyze previous cycle. Chaos factor. Dominant aspect red. Fate modifier financial boost. Red. Professional gamer. Previous cycle. Professional gamer. Over at CEO. This cycle I gave Ken a lot of money. Gamedec. Correlation detected. Enter optional fate modifier. Ally support. Sensory celebrity. When he was invited to the Abyss of Cthulhu, his real apartment broken into and robbed. The burglars discovered Ken was using illegal ad software. Joe hired a Gamedec who nailed the thieves before they revealed anything. The ally support factor had a minor impact on the simulation in each cycle. Okay. What's this? Empathy, listening, trust, compassion. I don't think I need further inspiration. Yeah, we already have a lot of inspiration. Revit. Motherfucker! Okay. Analyze previous cycle. It was active. Dominant aspect yellow. Yellow, great scholar. Do not say set. Reports. Blue. False prophet. Previous cycle. Recommend lowering inspiration aspect. Reports. Yellow. False prophet. Do not. Yellow clan leader. Yellow master manipulator. Correlation. There we go. Active antagonist. Modifying motivation. Even as a youth, Galomar realized he was gifted with charisma. He learned how easy it was to manipulate people and saw his chance. He learned to use body language and reading programs. Stop questioning the conversation. Okay. Eleonora, touch the screen. Analyze active cycle. No information. We don't know why Haggis' Diginet wasn't present. The same as with Gamedec number 314. Problem delegated to production. Each cyclist actor is assigned a... Ooh. Empathy is green. Enslaved Diginet. Correlation detected. Yike! Ally support. Exceptional sentence. There we go. Recently completed. Express sympathy. Oh man, we're so close to either getting brain fixer or supervisor. Which we want? Realistic system supervisor. I think we want to go with brain fixer. Okay. We got Kid. We need Ken. Analyze active cycle. Red, professional gamer, financial boost. Previous cycle. Chaos factor impacted. Began the cycle as a pro gamer, so let's go red. Gamedec. Okay, don't. So, what if... What if... So, Eleonora had green. Hold on. Eleonora had green. kid had... Shit. I'm betting each of them is different. Search the reports. Yellow, Gamedec. Do not save. Search the reports. Red, Gamedec. No reports. Do not save. Oh, shit. We already did yellow. Search the reports. Blue, Gamedec? There we go. Fate modifier. Ally support. Okay. So blue, Gamedec. Limited resources. The real Uriel is trapped. See by the type of angle. Okay. Blue, Gamedec. Active antagonist? Okay. Search the reports. Blue, Gamedec. Financial boost. Okay. Gamedec. No modifier. What about blue professional gamer? It's recently deleted. What's a pro game? Chaos Factor. Boosted all of his stats. We did financial boost. We did limited resources. Maybe green? Okay, let's try Lord's Image. Actually, stop it. Analyze previous cycle. Recommend lowering the inspiration aspect in next iterations. Abusing the clan leader role. Quartz. Yellow, clan leader. Okay. Red, clan leader? Can't be right. Okay, apparently green clan leader. Ally support. So I feel like they all benefit from ally support. Which means maybe I'm looking for the wrong aspect for Ken. Okay. Alright, we're gonna just try all the yellow ones. Okay, yellow, professional gamer. There it is. Ally support, because it all comes down to the Gamedec. Because none of this is real. On the screen I saw a portrait of someone I didn't know, yet it looked strangely familiar. There's also an interface window. Simulation log active. Actor 1024 GADA. Choose option. Analyze active cycle. Dominant aspect, no data. Roll, Gamedec, fate modifier, active ally. By order of CEO John Naba, monitor the Gamedec's activity and hope he'll lead gesture to the cycle 314 anomaly. Access to reports from completed simulation cycles. Enter aspect. Green. Ooh. Okay. Scalpel. Correlation. Ally support. Keep Gamedec actor resources from Simulation 314. Resource allocation code NEEZY. An image struck me. I walked up to a computer and put my hands on the keyboard. My fingers moved in a familiar way, entering the password. I felt a sudden ache as it was coming from inside my mind. I saw my apartment. At least, it looked like mine. Hoo-hoo. A bliss hologram, a blue sky past the window, and the green glow of this computer screen. Decided it's a memory. These were my memories, but from another time and place. The apartment was here. It was an Axis Mundi. I saw it again. I was standing in front of a computer, my hands on the keyboard, my finger muscles were instinctively typing the password. Look at your fingers. It was a complex password. I watched as my fingers danced, but I soon lost track. But my body knew it. I knew the password. Procedural memory, also known as muscle memory, the subconscious part of my brain remembered the computer password in this apartment. All I had to do was put my fingers on the keyboard. The image began to fade like paint washed away by rain. I saw Axis Mundi around me again. Okay. Let's see. Let's do red, sleep, correlation. Red, sleep. This is really interesting. I think I might have... Okay. So now I need to go to the tree, which is green, green, green. And by going to the tree, I can now analyze it because I have analysis mode. The tree smelled like a storm. Each branch radiated with electricity. When I approached the tree, its leaves rustled as if it could feel my presence. Examine the tree's signal. Magic Omicron. That's eerie. Not long after, I had direct access to the system that set priorities for the AI controlling Axis Mundi. I won't be able to give gesture orders, but I will be able to influence his behavior when it matters most. Listen. Let's see. Okay. So now we can go. Let's go to the statue, which is yellow, yellow, yellow. This is a really cool way to code a maze, if I'm being totally honest. Because, like, it's not about just picking the correct direction, which you could... I mean, you could easily, like... Not easily. You could actually get through this on accident. Okay. Ooh. It's a transmitter for signals controlling gestures avatars. Program controlling codebreaker. Okay, so now we know that we need to go to this, at least one NPAC. We know there's an NPAC at... Where's Stranger? Yellow, yellow, yellow. Right? Shit. Green, yellow, yellow is the Stranger. Rip. Well. Have we done yellow, yellow, green? We're about to. There's another NPAC. Did this one have some hit from Eleanor for me too? I summoned Codebreaker in order to scan no green color in the sequence. Okay. No green. Let's go to the green, yellow, yellow. Let's go to green, yellow, yellow. Codebreaker followed my order and started scanning. Blue appears twice. Alright, and then the unicorn, which is green, green, yellow. Can't scan the unicorn. That's interesting. What else do we have? We have done the statue, done the tree, done that stranger. Let's try red, red, red. What happens? The fuck is this? Welcome to my domain, Gamedec? What the fuck? Are pretty sure it's everything. Scan gesture. Toy away or I'll get very angry. Warned you. Influence gestures priorities. Okay. So red takes me to gesture. What about blue? See where blue takes me. I see you're lost. Allow me to help you. Organization. Okay. Unbearable? What? Find the panda's diorama and Axis Mundi. Neat. Okay, so let's do blue, red, blue. Ooh, why are we walking? We're not running anymore. Our code breaker is fritzing. Who is that? The Gamedec. I see you've seen come to bother me at work. There you are. I believed in you. At the Fringe. Alright. I think it's an experiment. What to do with the Fringe? But you must run away from here. I'll help you. You're in Axis Mundi. There's no escaping this place. It's not true. Gamedec, do you know what Axis Mundi? It's an experiment, a rather unsuccessful one. Axis Mundi is a tool for creating sensory worlds. Ooh, I think there's something I can unlock with that. Damn it. There's no escaping the simulation created by Axis Mundi. That's not true, Gamedec. The simulation has its limits. You can escape it from this exact place, the Fringe. I'm afraid you're mistaken. It's my understanding that the simulation affects everything. Sensory worlds and realium. This would be a good moment to make you an interesting offer, but you've already shown you don't want me as an ally. What's going on here? You found me, just like I asked. You haven't forgotten about me. It's all too much. I don't understand how I got here, but I know this. We are surrounded by deceit, and Jester watches over it, and we are connected, you and me and these people we met before. Help Eleonora change Jester's priorities. Ordered Codebreaker to influence the Fool's program and reverse his priorities. Let him handle less important matters. Jester suddenly froze. Strange. I don't understand. So what should I be doing now? I bought us some time. Here, 3:14 out later. It's important. Wait. To help her, I reinforce the barrier? We're jumping. I'll be honest, I have no idea where this game's going now. Whoa! What? $314. You've done it. Now rise and come with me. I'll tell you how to escape to reality. What? 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 Y'all, what in the world is happening now? No fucking clue. This is great. Just now, on the walkway. Did I die? I crashed like Ken did. Couldn't have survived the fall. Was I dreaming? How is that possible? It all started when I logged in from Haggis's couch. Everything since must have happened in a sensory world. I died in a game, but physically. Of course you died. It was as real as it gets for someone in your situation. Then how am I speaking with you? I'm not a V-ghost or some old saved version of me. I remember everything. I told you to have no fear and jump because it wasn't really a jump, but a portal between Axis Mundi and Realium. Ken didn't die from falling. Jester killed him. Leaving Axis Mundi, whether to a virtual world or Realium, is not dangerous. You're in a simulation, remember? What you call Realium is a game too, just very realistic, not very fun, and containing virtualia. So it's, what is it, Fortnite, where you? No, not Fortnite, the other one where you make games that kids are playing. Roblox. It's Roblox. This is Roblox. So you're saying the labyrinth, the evil AI, it's all real? Now I see why it was so easy for Jester. Use your brain. I don't know, drink some coffee. We don't have time for hesitation. I took a sip. Hot coffee did, in fact, help me calm down. Whoa! Wait, did I have all this before I jumped? I guess I did. Who are you? Why should I trust you? I don't know a thing about you. Everything I told you in the Tree of Knowing was true. I'm just another person trapped in the simulation. I learned the truth somewhat by accident. When it happened, Jester responded immediately by trying to wipe my memory. That's why I had to hide. It was in the last... No. It was 2 simulation cycles before. Soon, another one will end and everything will be reset to its initial state. We'll both lose our memories. We need to act fast and work together. Do you understand? We spoke in the Tree of Knowing. Why didn't you tell me that I needed to hurry or I would lose my memories? I did what I could. I was afraid you wouldn't believe me. You were busy with Ken's death and some things you just need to see for yourself. I uploaded parts of my psyche to your Rendan in the tree. Not all, only the most vital. They're in your brain now, but they're compressed. My goal was to merge with you, but the process was interrupted. I couldn't extract myself, and we don't have the necessary tools here. The next reset is going to wipe us both. So even though they reset the simulation on a regular basis, you've managed to keep your memories from the previous cycle, right? How? I split my psyche into parts and uploaded it into other people's Rendans, into the brains of other actors living in the simulation. I picked structures that don't get wiped during resets, but they're not designed for strong personalities, so I don't feel good about it. Still, thanks to my dispersion, the system stopped seeing me, so it could neither delete my memories nor myself as a whole. My Rendan was reset and filled with a new psyche. I couldn't return to it. Powerless and divided, I waited until you found me. I need to understand what happened. We're inside a simulation. We don't have much time. Jester's going to try to delete us again, this time for good, and you want to chat? Alright, I'm actually... What do you expect of me, and why are you in my apartment? What are you doing here? Your apartment? We're in a simulation, remember? I could have teleported you anywhere. I just figured it'd be less of a shock if I brought you somewhere familiar where we could talk in peace. And you decided to just walk into my bedroom with no warning to reduce my level of shock? I'm not here, Gamedec. Only you can see me. Get a grip, we have work to do. They trapped us in a simulation that keeps resetting. Great. Do you know how to stop this? Nobody trapped us. We were created. Now focus, please. You can't lift a container from the inside unless somebody gives you control over the crane. Our crane is the super couch called Diatron, a couch for developers that gives you full access to all simulation data. With this device, we'll find the locations of all BWI directors and investors that log in from reality, and we'll have a talk. You said the Tree of Knowing is an editor. That's where the labyrinth was located too. Couldn't we have done it from there? It didn't work. Do you want to wait until who knows when and who knows where for that damn tree to show up again? Diatron will give us full data and control over everything. It might be old, but it works and it's far more powerful than the editor. What do you suggest? We'll go to BWI headquarters and crash their private party. Turn on your holovision and I'll show you. Look, I know we're in the Matrix, but this is like... The new stream was showing a commercial for an exclusive party organized by BWI for the Creators Club. Visit a member customers who used the Pygmalion service to design a new human psyche. It's a cover. The real BWI is organizing a presentation for people from Realium. The guests from the Creators Club will only be there for their entertainment. Why do you think Diatron will be there? It's an exact replica of BWI headquarters. Before Axis Mundi was created, devs used Diatron to create the simulation. It has to be there. So I'm at the Creators Club party. What next? How do I find the couch and the directors? The super couch is in a place called the D-Vault. People from the company board know how to get there. You need to convince someone to let you in. I'll help you. How do we get there? I hacked the BWI system while we were in Axis Mundi. You're on the guest list. They even sent a new mobile for you. How do I find the people from Realium? How will I know they're not actors from the simulation? Diatron will help you. Some of them might even go to the Creators Club party, but they'll probably be observing everything from a distance. The new mobile from the Creators Club is waiting in the tower's parking lot. They're in a hurry. They need this party to be perfect. That's good. They'll let you in, no questions asked. What do you say? Are you in? We're in the same boat. We need to work together. This is wild. We were never real people. We were just simulations. Really good simulations of real people. Oh my god, can I just trade some of these out? Oh, it's you. Resurrected and aware of your previous iteration. Fascinated. This wasn't Haggis from the simulation. He was on a couch in Realium. Yes, I remember. I wanted to say that. Listen, I'll be happy to talk when I have a moment, but I'm here on business, so excuse me. Do you know you've got a live clone in there? And a son? A wife? Fooled you, did they? They're just AIs. They're excellent, right? You're from Realium, right? Right now, you're lying on a couch somewhere at BWI's Real HQ? What are you doing here? Parties for a joint BWI-CA project. Officially, in the simulation. Very important guest here. From Realium, unofficially. Tell me one thing, Gamedec. What did you feel when you found out everything around you was a game? After all, used to be your reality. Shock and disbelief. To be honest, I still don't believe it. I think it's called being in denial. Incredible. We talked a bit about how it could be for us, and here comes Mr. CEO. Gamedec, allow me to introduce my supervisor, President John Naba, PhD, CEO of Blue Whales Interactive, the real one, from Realium. Good morning to you, madam. What an encounter. He lowered his glasses and looked me over for a moment. Here's our Gamedec. I've heard about you, and believe me when I say the pleasure is all mine. Good morning, Doctor. Magnificent product. Congratulations. You almost had me fooled. That is all for now, Mr. Haggis. I shall join you in a moment. Yes, of course. Haggis doesn't know he's got a clone in the simulation, nor do some of the people at the party. Some of them just live in this world. I haven't fired this dimwit in Realium because there's another one in the simulation and it's too much hassle. Funny, isn't it? One of the fundamental principles of being a game deck is not revealing your thoughts to others. Listen, remember, observe, don't speak. Alright, to the point then. This party is a cover for a key presentation. Potential clients will see what the simulation's capable of. Holding it in Paradise Beach will add some panache. See, clients enter here from Realium, and from here they go deeper to Haggis's villa. I hope you'll behave. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. Whatever you do is bound to be fascinating. I'm your biggest fan. Where can I find the Diatron? Jester urged me not to trust you, but his opinion's just the analysis of an AI stuck in the simulation's bubble. I value actions over words. He looked at me through his navy blue spectacles and let the last sentence sink in. Your target is the Diatron, a super couch. It's the only solution to each equation, no matter if you love us or hate us. Don't worry, your tenant can't hear us. Jester's blocking her. 314 is useless to us trapped in her head. We want her redispersed. You helped us find, see, and finally understand her, but we can't examine her. He thinks Diatron can give her superpowers. We know this tool will prepare her to be extracted from your head. I hope you'll carry out the last act of this mission. Even if you don't trust us, you are still our agent. It's just how it is with nasty corporations. He gave me a sad smile. Okay, enough chit-chat. Jester will release the guest in your head. If she's kept deaf and blind for too long, she'll become suspicious, so be careful what you say. Let's go. So... Oh, that's cool. That's a cool aquarium. What the fuck? See these couches? Our guests are lying on them. Big wigs, heads of... It's a massive fucking shark! Bigwigs, heads of PMF, private military forces, ad agencies, all kinds of entities, interested in learning human behavioral patterns in all kinds of situations. The nature of their work makes them less eager to ask how BWI managed to develop such excellent simulations. They see us as the leader of the AI market, and they're good with that. Impressing them means they'll buy our service, where we offer them custom scenarios along with analyses. It's a great opportunity for BWI. Is it a good idea to hold such an important event with 314 on the loose, sitting inside my head and hatching a plan? No, but the dates for these meetings are arranged many, many months in advance. The CEO of Crystal Dust will see us as unreliable should he hear we've made a last-minute change to the meeting date. Besides, you've met Yet, Tick, and Rick. They're alternative histories of his favorite mercs. We should put them in just for him. Nanette Doucette, who we've enticed by preparing a scenario dedicated to her foundation, would also see us as unreliable partners. We have 2 BWI admin teams watching us. The Magnificent 3 and the Steadfast 6, that's what we call them. We'll be safe. The fact that you're at this party proves that we place great stock in your actions and thoughts. We're hoping that 314 will show her hand, make a move that'll be impossible to miss, and that you'll help us catch her. You're showing the simulation to Realium customers? You're not afraid of an actor in the circus suddenly yelling they're alive? Self-aware? You want to try? Go ahead. Let me tell you what will happen. The guests will nod their head, awed by our brilliant AIs, and congratulate us. It'll be an event. An ad. My dear naive Gamedec. They're looking for a good investment. They want to see a viable product. Nothing else matters. So what is this presentation going to be about? The simulation is the first world in gaming history that allows you to enter sensory worlds from Realium. Acceleration lets you check a lot of iterations. We'll discuss this in the casual setting of Paradise Beach. Haggis's villa will be perfect. I hope the dimwit is lying down and looking after our guests. Most have already made it to the beach, and I must soon join them. Let's go, Mr. President. Yes. Okay, that's a really cool fucking bar. Oh my god, can you imagine? To add some luster in the eyes of the simulation residents, that is, we invited a few local celebrities. Do you recognize Ken Zhou? I listened intently while keeping my eyes on Ken and Eleanor's lips. What were they talking about? Mr. Zhou, how can you stand such excruciating pain? It's amazing, exhilarating to see you so... Chief, can I call you that? Boy, you can call me whatever you want. It comes down to breathing and understanding that pain is just information. Once you master it, you know that it hurts, but it doesn't. Fascinating. And can you convince yourself that pleasure is just information? Chief, that's a dangerous question. I'd prefer I hadn't heard it because now I might get into trouble. There will be no trouble, I promise. I waved to Ken. He paused his conversation, smiled, and shot me with his fingers. Proof that Ken is a bisexual. Finger guns. We all... Whoa. What'd I hit? Sad, isn't it? He doesn't know you in this iteration. He achieved success in good-a-bads, became a celebrity. Why doesn't Ken recognize me? I'm not sure I under... When you entered the Tree of Knowing in Knight's Code, Jester forced the simulation to reset. New scenarios were uploaded. This time, Ken's game wasn't interrupted. Many things changed for many people. You're the only simulation resident who remembers the previous iteration. It's because you were in Axis Mundi during the reset. You can survive every end of the world in there. Let's keep moving, Mr. President. You'll be going alone from here. Here's a key card. It'll open the D-Vault entrance for you. It's the door over there. I must attend to the guest. I'll be entering Paradise Beach shortly. Do help us with 314. I'm counting on you. Why don't you trust me, Mr. President? It's damn unreasonable. The pieces on the chessboard have been set up. Anything that happens, it's meant to happen. Keep in mind that we always have the ultimate option of pulling the plug. Good luck. Join me in the elevator. This way, please. Want to let the chips fall where they may. Wow, this is wild. I am sure we must be coming to the end of the game soon. This feels like end game material. The elevator took me several levels down and stopped on an unmarked floor. There was a computer in the room. This well is enormous. Here we are. I didn't believe we would make it. God damn it, something's happening to me. Where are we? Jester said it's... We're in the D-Vault. This must be it. The drawers around us contain rendans with living psyches, the prisoners of the simulation. It's a lot, isn't it? Speak. I'm tired. I just want to end this, one way or another. Even if I have to destroy this whole shit show, I just want this to end. Simulation's a fucking nightmare. Somebody has to close up shop. You want to destroy a project worth billions of credits? Am I understanding you correctly? You don't understand shit. It's hard not to be oblivious when you're surrounded by nothing but lies. We live inside a prison and we have to break out of it. Do you see these thousands of rendans? These are people, damn it! Killed, tortured, and respawned in more and more fucked up scenarios, and for what? Just to check something? So that some corporate fool could see how a terrorist attack would affect company stock? Software psyche's trapped in a horrible place, locked in the simulation, killed and reborn. You're right. We have to do something. You bet I'm right. After all, we're the same person. Makes sense. That's why I've been drawn to you and you to me. I was following my own tracks. Yes. My tragedy is that the simulation doesn't have double brains. Once my iteration ended, I dispersed across multiple rendans. My rendan became host to iteration 315 and then 316. You. I am iteration 314. The first one to discover I was in a simulation, and the one that had to disperse to survive. I've learned a lot from this. Staying in multiple heads has given me substantial knowledge. The other benefit was that apart from the living people whose rendans I inhabited, I was invisible. No goddamn jester could see me. That's why you entered my brain. It's your rendan too. It fits you like a glove. The problem is it's also my central nervous system. It was mine first. It's my home too. Understand? She kept quiet for a moment. Just trust me, alright? Would I lie to myself? I'm in your head, remember? Not entirely unpacked. Damn it, something is happening to me. I'm finally here. That terrorist is one stubborn beast, I'll give her that. Gamedec, you mindless robot. I'll tell you what to do. Open your deck, I'll teach you how to turn it off. I can see her with your eyes. I can hear her. Don't listen to her, she's a psychopath. Don't let her take control of you. Don't listen to that prick. 14, show me how to block Jester. I opened my deck and my twin shouted instructions from inside my head. It's still not too late. Remember that... Thanks. Now quickly, let's get to the Diatron before that bastard comes back. I laid down and put on the helmet. The machine turned on and I felt a strange rush of energy. It definitely wasn't a regular couch. The Diatron is an old, forgotten tool. They replaced it with the Axis Mundi editor. Still, it has all the necessary functions. Lie down. One of the screens lit up. It was reacting to my thoughts and eye movements. I felt someone thinking inside me without my permission. The data on the screen started to change. WCG 316 appeared next to a red area. I felt very, very strange. As if I had become part of a shared ego. I started to feel sick. What did you do? I unpacked. I'm finally home. Well, at least most of me is. Okay, no time for chit-chat. My thoughts weren't mine anymore. I saw 314 perform some operations on the screens, but I didn't understand what I was looking at. We have access to all functions. Now we just need to find those bastards. There! The BWI presentation is really about Paradise Beach. Achievement unlocked, enjoy the beach. Get to Paradise Beach! Something at the end of the path caught my attention. I paused. Something interesting, just a regular walkway. Something translucent glimmered in the air. It reminded me of something. Great, let's get this party started. It must be a developer's stack. Where's the access point? Everything's flickering. In the cascade of moving, shimmering panels, I noticed a point flashing in a steady pattern. I gestured toward it. There it is. We have the same eyes, and yet you were the first to notice it. She extended my hand and opened stack windows. Shit. The protocols are encrypted differently than I expected. We must get the access codes from someone. Nice plant. Tiny hairs in every leaf. Perfect. You could tell it was a special location. Interestingly, there were reistic beach chairs rather than the popular anti-gravity ones in Paradise Beach. The CEO of Blue Whales Interactive was talking to the guests, smiling and flashing his navy blue glasses. He was beaming with an aura of confidence and power. I registered in his peripheral vision and he tipped his glasses to me. Oh, here's our game deck. You got here quick, see? It's all going according to plan. Hope everything will be alright. Don't mess this up. Don't let him know I've unpacked. Yes, I'm ready and vigilant. I need access codes for this location, otherwise controlling 314 might be difficult. Really? So it's more serious than I thought. Very well, if you really need them. A dialogue window appeared in front of him. I just had to tap on the download icon. Thank you. I'll get back to... I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I think this is kind of his plan all along. I think he wants us to do this. Alright, now just give me a moment. She extended my hand to open the stack window. She entered the acquired codes and confirmed the operation. I felt a strange energy rush. Okay, that should do. We'll trap them in loops. Then those BWI bastards will have to negotiate with us. Let's go. I felt bad. Like a mismatched piece of a puzzle. I wasn't supposed to be here. Breath. Truly want. Thoughts. needed to talk to Naba. Of course there are no live psyches here, right? Of course not. Normally the simulation is substantially. Oh, interesting. I'm a little busy. I discreetly opened a deck window only I could see. Look now, in a moment you'll see a shark there. Oh, it looks just like the real thing. While I pretended to fix my hair, I targeted Naba. He was in my sights. I looked at the icon of the loop, an exploit from TMP. So lifelike, right? Now to give the command in. Voila, we've got ourselves some real drama. My god, amazing! If everything in this damn simulation ran on one engine, it should work here too. I gave the mental command to start the program. Looks brilliant, doesn't it? Now wait for it! I've waited an eternity for this. Mr. CEO in a loop. Shit yourself, fucker. Focus. You're going straight to Nanette. No dawdling, got it? Okay, off to Nanette. I struggled to believe that Nanette was really on a couch in Realium, probably at BWI's HQ, and only her swanky avatar was here. She was entertaining guests with the tale of her foundation, her successful foundation. As I approached, she spared me a glance. Of course she didn't recognize me. I wondered if she was aware of having a clone here. I opened a window only I could see. She noticed my movement. What are you doing? Do it without speaking. I selected the loop program and took her in its sights. Have we met? I clicked on the icon to start the program. Alright, never mind. Getting back to what I was saying a moment ago. Now she'll keep repeating this sentence again and again. Alright, now it's Haggis's turn. He's here too. Further down behind the house. Go, and no sightseeing. Damn it, can you stop controlling my body? It's my body too. And no, I can't. Okay. I guess we're just gonna listen to the way Haggis is telling his son's story. There we go. What fucking times and fucking problems. Credibility. Fucking credibility. Where do you find it? Oh, it's you. Say Frosty, am I right? I opened a window only I could see and started entering commands. What the fuck are you doing? I can see you're messing with some window. I placed him in my sights. Buddy, whatever you're doing, stop. Screw it. His movements told me that he'd opened a window of his own and was giving it commands. My finger hovered over the icon to start the loop. He opened his eyes wide. He had figured out what was going on. You motherfucker! He packs a punch. My finger landed on the icon to start the loop all by itself. All you'll be punching now is air, sucker. There. We have ourselves a trinity. 3 arguments, 3 leverages, 3 hooks. Let's go. Are you sure you know what you're doing? It's my first time doing it. I have no idea where we're going now. Down these stairs? She turned my head upward and started looking around. I know you're watching us, shitheads. The Sims. Touche. Hi, Ekatai, how you doing? I know you're watching us, shitheads. You saw what I did to those 3 people in this mess. Show yourselves or I'll put those fuckers down. I looked at the empty sky. There was nothing up there. Okay, I warned you. What do you call the upper hand in negotiations? Botna, right? I'll show you my fucking botna and fry your CEO's brains. Saw my hands open an unfamiliar window. It looked like a time control panel in the simulation. Ooh, yes. Yeah, the snow has... I feel like it's going to stick. I know there's ice on the roads. Sorry, I'm like... My window is right behind my computer screen, so I'm looking up to look out my window. Yeah, glad you're enjoying the snow. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Pumpkin spice Cool Whip. And Bailey's also good. At the moment, temporal flows were set to a natural pace. That made sense. BWI invited guests from Realium, so simulations couldn't be accelerated. Ooh, yes, I love Lidl. Also, if you ever want a funny story, look up the reason Lidl and Aldi have such similar branding. Fun fact, sibling rivalry. Not kidding. But the slider could be set to 20 times normal speed. My finger touched the locked in a loop icon and a new window opened. It also had a time slider, but that was only meant for Naba, Nanette, and Haggis. I saw myself set the time to a 10-volt acceleration. Yeah, no, so Aldi was originally founded by a woman in Germany, and then her sons, like, inherited the brand, and they split it up into Aldi and Lidl, basically to see who would be more successful. It's really funny. See that? I just accelerated your buddies 10 times. How long can their brains go on? Or are they sizzling already? Stop it. We understand your threat. We're open to negotiation. Fucking cowards. You're hiding behind a gesture avatar? Only Naba and Haggis have enough guts to show their real faces? Tell me what you want. What are your demands? Ooh. Ooh. Set free the people trapped in the simulation. I want you to set us free. I want to end this. I want things to go back to normal. That's pretty vague. Let's talk about it. Let's settle the conditions. He looked at another gesture uneasily. The other looked back and glanced at yet another one. He then looked at the one who I spoke to first. They've been quiet for much too long. I opened a preview of processes in the instance. They were trying to isolate 314 in my Rendan. Listen, they're holding up the decision. Why? They want to split us up. They want to isolate me and take the Rendan from you. Bastards. Naba, prepare to die. Focus on the nonverbal communication. It wasn't just the looks. It seemed like they were using some sort of communication that we couldn't hear. They were talking to each other. I was right. The one I watched made a face as he objected. His companion widened his eyes as if trying to persuade him. With an imperceptible move of my hand, I opened another window. I checked the chat streams. This had to be it. I joined it. That entity is hooked up to the central resources, to the trunk. Fuck, I can't remove it. It would damage the simulation. It also hooked up to the accelerated ones. If I detonated it, the three in the loops will accelerate to the point of frying their brains. Fuck me. Fuck me. I'm not interrupting, am I? Fuck! It entered our channel. Oop. Relax, Andrew. It's not 314. It's not an intruder. It's an original. Listen, original, here's the deal. Get your visitor and tell her to take complete control over you. Understand? Complete control. I can then isolate her and suck her out of your Rendan. You want that, right? Because she's unpacked now? Let's say it works out. What's in it for me? A better negotiating position when we win, idiot. And we'll win, that's obvious. You've made a mess, so you have to face the consequences. I suggest you get started. If Andrew gets through the safeguards first and finds a way to bypass the kill switches, our deal is off. Ooh. Okay. This feels like a big decision. Okay. I don't think talking her into it will be a problem. She's always eager to do that. Okay, let's see who's faster, you or Andrew. Listen, I'm tired of all this. I'm overwhelmed. Would you like to take control? Do it once and for all? Let's cooperate. The ego fusion will occur after a while with no violence. You know what to do better than I do. I'm only interfering, getting in your way. Besides, it's a lot of responsibility. You seem to know what to do perfectly. I have doubts. Leave me out of this. Just make sure I don't remember anything. All in. Makes sense, although I thought you had a tougher character. Okay, relax. I'm taking over control. All in. They were probably discussing what they could offer us and what wasn't possible. It was taking time. Huge responsibility. They were screwed. Okay, I got it. Let's take this thing out. No, fuck, no, please. Something's wrong. Fucking shit, the worlds are overlapping, but why? Until now, there was only one psyche per Rendan. This is the first time there were two, and now they split. Fuck, Andrew, you screwed it up. No, fuck it. That's not it. And maybe... I told you this Diatron was a bad idea. This junk caused all this. Everything is overlapping and going toward... Oh, fuck. Happy hunting grounds. Andrew, why the fuck are you even in this world? Alright, shut up. It's that fucking kill switch. It couldn't separate 314 from the stem. I'm reverting. I'm rolling everything back to the previous iteration. No, Andrew, fuck. If I could turn right, like, I have no idea if that was the right call. Or the wrong, or if the other one was even the right, or if there is a right call. Like, oh my god, this is intense. If I could find a way. Okay, invisible wall. I'll give you a sign, a potato gomo into the face. Ken? Gamedec, is that you? Can you explain what's going on? I died, I remember that. Jester killed me in the Tree of Knowing. Don't ask how, but I was dying on a low city walkway, blinked, and then saw a fucker from Knight's Code above me. Right here. I had to kill him or he would have fucking killed me. Do you know what's going on? Do you remember being inside the Tree of Knowing? That shit generates sensory worlds and reality, and we're inside a simulation. Now, everything's overlapping, colliding, and I think it's partly my fault. Are you serious? God, Chief, you're absolutely amazing. If the sky's the limit, then go there. Oh, wow. I'm not sure he understands. So what do we do, Chief? This place is a slaughterhouse. It's not safe. I don't know. I feel that the only reasonable thing to do is to look for the Tree of Knowing. If there's a way out of here, it's there. Of course, we'll go together. That goes without saying, Chief. I'll follow you anywhere. Oh my god. This is turning into a longer stream than usual, but like... Oh, look, this fucking... That's actually a really cool T-Rex model. Is that Umbra? Cool. Oh, it's Horny! Player name, what's going on? One moment I'm in TNP with my husband, then there was a bang and we appeared here and it's a bloodbath. Locking out isn't an option. The code tells me we must hurry because it's all going to shit. It's fine, I'm playing a game called Keep Clicking Through Amazon to see what weird stuff you can find. Oh my god. There's some weird stuff on Amazon. Like, I bet you're finding some really interesting, weird things. Code tells me we must hurry because it's all going to shit. I'm gonna breach a barrier north of here, but I need your help because I can't exactly clone myself. How can I help? Find Bob. He's looking for our son. Barnaby was playing Knight's Code, but everything seems to overlap in here, including that game. If you could find Barnaby, or better, both of them, that would be amazing. Where'd Bob go? You saw those fucked up samurai that were chasing me, right? Yeah, I saw that. Bob ran in the direction they came from. West of here, behind this reptile's face. My scans are showing bits of Knight's Code there, and behind this fucking barrier, but yeah, it needs to be breached first. I knew it. I knew it. You didn't believe, but I knew. Lizard people are destroying our reality. It was all simulation. Ah! Oh, God. Beheading warning. Get a hold of yourself, son. Don't kill me. I can't. Stop whining and just do it. All this droning and moaning is making me want to slit my own throat. Where's this fucking fool? He's gone. He wanted a massacre, enough to blackmail me and threaten to hurt Fredo? Here's his massacre. Don't get rid of me. Your turn will come, and I don't really understand. You don't fucking have to. Do what you love. Where are we? Has someone bothered to ask this question? Is this hell? Alright, Eagle. You want an initiation? Here's your initiation. Kill him or you die. The woman looked up and noticed me. Hold off on whatever it is you're about to do and listen. We can recruit her. It's good to have a clan member on your side. It's the Gamedec, that maggot. Kill him, Eagle. I think Eagle is Barnaby's son, or Bob's son. Hold on a minute, you don't know what I want. What? I guess Bob lived. Oh, what was that? That looked like text, but I didn't get to read it. It's you? Well, I wasn't actually planning on... It's not the goal. I didn't see a body. Bob logged out. Everything's fine now. Bob is dead, at least here. That's horrible. Leave me alone. I have to think. Oh god, this game is glitching. Like, hardcore. Hey Lord, I need to get inside the tree. Let me through. It's a sacred place. You're not going in there. The Creator will join the fruit, the branch, and the trunk. The world is crumbling. Only the tree can restore it. It can't be disturbed. I shouldn't have been talking in the minds of these idiots. They screwed everything up. We don't have time. Can you shoot him? Maybe I would have found the right words if I had more time, but time was exactly the thing I was lacking. Pulled the gun out of the holster and automatically zeroed in on the Lord's silhouette, then pulled the trigger. The man let out a moan and fell. Your leader is dead. Let me through. No one else needs to die. Why hasn't his body disappeared? Do people really? Of course, yes. You can pass. Did I lose Ken? I think I lost Ken. What in the world? What the fuck? You're here. Let's agree on some things. Do you know why you're still alive? .314 tied my existence without a simulation, right? If you kill me, won't your pro-macho S be damaged? You reached her. We now know her structure. That was the main purpose of your existence. You're alive because your Rendan is linked to the stem, the simulation's core. The link was likely made in the Diatron, that damn old couch. We didn't know it had that function. Perhaps Haggis put it there. He figured out we wanted to put his clone in the simulation and this was a safety net? It's hard to say. Maybe he shared the existence of this tool with 314 before we took away his memory. Anyway, your link to the stem is the main reason you're alive. Your death would damage the simulation, possibly including its living actors. Why are you hiding your face behind that gesture character? Are you a coward? Firstly, I don't want you to know what I look like. Secondly, it's how we always do things. The simulation's accelerated basically all the time. The gesture avatar accumulates our slow speed and neatly processes it. Naturally, right now, we're not accelerating anything, but it's our ironclad rule. Simulation actors don't see admins. The one exception is Dr. Naba. He's a genius and our CEO. Then there's Haggis, clone that is, but he's here as punishment. The real Haggis doesn't care anyway, so that's his business. So where are we at here? What's your goal? You must have a plan. More like we have a plan. We expected you to have around 6 ideas about where to take your existence. Each of us will discuss one of them with you and consider its feasibility. Understand? You can only discuss one option with each of us. Let's say I'm number 1, and here's your number 1 option. You replace Jester. In a sense, you'll become the goddess of Pro-Mach OS. Before I ask if you're even interested, I'll check if you'd be the right fit for this role. He opened a few windows and proceeded to study them. Your achievements in this iteration were reasonable. You'd be right for this role. What does replacing Jester mean? He's an AI. He thinks 1,000,000 times faster than me. The simulation's complexity is certainly beyond. An AI is necessary to supervise the processes of Pro-Mach OS. However, we concluded that Jester made some errors. It's only a bot after all. In Realium, we can keep track of only a fraction of events across different parts of the simulation. Everything happens too fast in there. And we received Jester's reports. We've analyzed his decisions from the most recent iterations of your Pro-Mach OS segment and concluded that he needs a human overseer. None of us agreed to be imprisoned in the simulation, and Haggis failed us some time ago. You're there. You get everything you want. Riches, love, fame, superpowers, anything you can dream of. And immortality, as in invulnerability to resets. To keep you from getting bored of the recurring Groundhog Days of sorts, you'd be allowed to change scenarios and locations. You'd be tasked with making sure scenario modifications and actions of future gestures have a human touch rather than a mechanical one. You'd influence the world around you, like a goddess. You'd look after your Rendan. You'd have many adventures. That's the elevator pitch. Alright, so that's the first one. Call me number 2. According to our estimates, you'd certainly be interested in putting a stop to simulation resets. It's only logical. A human being who discovered they've been living in an artificial world, where everyone starts fresh from time to time, unable to remember their previous selves, would want to put a stop to it. Hold off on deciding if you're interested. First, I'll make sure we like the solutions. Let me check your achievements. Everything indicates it could be done. You didn't kill anyone, so it's reasonable to assume you won't turn the simulation into a new happy hunting grounds. That's how it would look. Stopping resets sounds reasonable. People would be able to carry out their plans, finish what they started, and live real lives. However, you would be aware that if somebody dies because of, let's say, an accident, an unfortunate coincidence, or murder, they won't be resurrected. Resets made reincarnation possible. Yes, people ended their previous lives, but they started new ones. Stopping resets will force the simulation onto Realium's natural path. They'll also be unable to interfere in many things like wealth. If someone can't afford a BLB, they'll die of old age. If someone becomes gravely ill and can't afford treatment, they'll die as well. And they'll never be reborn again. As you can see, there's a price to stopping resets. Can the Pro-Mach OS servers manage without the resets? Variables will pile up at breakneck speed. BWI has substantial computational resources. We've been servicing a few persistent MMO games for many years. If someone left a bottle in the sand 5 years ago on Paradise Beach, it's either still there or was picked up by a drone and processed. In our games, nothing magically disappears. As I see it, the simulation's purpose was to iterate on scenarios and check possible endings and solutions to look for threats. If the resets cease, you will no longer be able to compare how events played out in relation to any altered original conditions. Will the simulation become pointless? What you're describing was one of the goals of Pro-Mach OS. We'll still be able to run psychological and sociological tests to improve AI. The main mechanic will change, but the game will still be there. Okay. We think you might be interested in a radical solution, namely turning off the simulation. You know, close shop, put this whole labor camp out of commission. Before you say you're interested, let me see if you have enough negotiating power. Our analyses show that we'd be willing to discuss this topic with you only if you decided to murder our CEO. Without him, the operation would become problematic as he's legally responsible for the undertaking, but with him alive, we're covered. This will sound strange, but seeing as you didn't kill him, the operation of turning off the simulation is out. Dr. Novel will never allow it. Ooh. Fine, I'm the keeper of the fourth gate. Funny name, huh? I represent the option to escape. You could be free, outside the simulation, in actual Realium. But before you start jumping for joy, let me check if this is even possible. Certain conditions have to be met. I'm sorry, we don't have any dirt on you, and that makes it impossible for us to set you free. If you had killed someone in the simulation, Kit, the bodyguards, or God forbid the CEO, Director Haggis, or Mr. Set, you could be set free because we'd have a guarantee that if you talked, we'd destroy your credibility by sharing the recordings of these acts. Now you're plain as a whistle. People like that can't be controlled. I'm standing at gate number 5. This exit symbolizes a very strange, although interesting solution, namely dispersing in the cloud. Just like 314 dispersed to multiple other Rendans, becoming possibly the most fascinating phenomenon in our reality, you'd have the opportunity to follow in her footsteps. Disperse your psyche. Become a ghost whose existence is solely psychological. Before you decide if you're interested, let me check one thing. Yes, 314 is no longer in your Rendan. You handed her over to us, so your psyche is clean and can be dispersed. And what would the process look like, and what happens next? 314 hasn't told you? The dispersion itself is Haggis' idea, I think. He was the one who secretly implemented that feature in Axis Mundi. Probably after he realized we had put him there. He tried to fool us, but he couldn't because we took away his memories. Still, he managed to pass that knowledge to 314. That's our preliminary theory. How exactly it works, we'll test it on you. We've never seen that process. We've never controlled it. 314 had little impact on environment. She couldn't do anything on her own. She couldn't touch anything. The only thing she did was whispering to others what to do. I saw her as a hallucination. Is it going to be the same with me? Will I be a voice in other people's heads? A vision in their eyes? Probably. Your reward will be getting to know other people's thoughts, experiences. You'll see the world through their eyes. You can do what no one before you and 314 could do. You'll be able to answer the question, what is it like to be Chris or Jessica? No person except Chris or Jessica knows what it's like to be them. No one knows how they see colors and if their red is the same as ours. You can verify many truths regarding the non-physical world. You will see what it's like to be someone else, how other people see colors, how they hear. It's groundbreaking. Fascinating. How do I know if I survived the process? It's madness, a psyche without a brain. We've done it once, we can do it again. We'll examine it. We'll analyze Haggis's tool. Besides, it's not a psyche without a brain. It's in multiple brains. How do you think is a psyche attached to a brain? What is it? An electromagnetic cloud? A vibrating string? A field? 314 proved it can exist otherwise, so it's not a part of a brain. It cooperates with it. In the 20th century, Roger Penrose put forth a theory that a brain receives a psyche like a holovision receives waves. The way I see it, you'll be the most famous person in the world. Provided the board agrees to declassify your story, of course. You're going to experiment on me. I'll be your guinea pig. Yes, but a precious one. You can be sure we'll do anything for you to survive the process and to have somewhere to come back if anything happens. You won't have to fight for a Rendan like your predecessor. You'll be the apple of our eye, and possibly BWI's ticket of fame, accolades, and increased popularity. Mr. Naba can give you anything you want. In fact, we might crave that scenario more than you do. Alright. Gate 6. Very modest but attractive in a way and therapeutical. Our analyses show you might just want to go back to the beginning, in the simulation, no memories, to relive a part of your life, and then again and again. You could be just Pro Macho OS's living actress. To walk this path, you don't have to meet any requirements. You didn't have to achieve anything nor make any effort. It's the path of a common man, no pretense nor striving for heroism. Just a life in an extraordinary world. Are you interested? How would it be? I fall asleep and wake up with no memories in my apartment. With memories, but different ones. You'd be a bit different woman because you would have different emotional baggage, but yourself would be the same. I can guarantee you'll have a colorful life and you'll reincarnate many times. You can look at it two ways, either that you'll die many times or quite the opposite, death doesn't exist. Why it doesn't exist? Isn't that what reincarnation-based religions are all about? That the soul lingers in the other world and moves from one body to another? If so, then we never die. We can't remember previous incarnations so that the soul can learn and mature. You see, we shouldn't remember previous incarnations from the world beyond reality because then we would never learn anything. Being omniscient precludes science, so the ordinary simulation inhabitant option seems rather attractive. Okay, so our 4 options. We can either become a god, stop the resets, disperse our psyche, or go back to the way things were. Fuck! Okay, so become a god, stop the resets, disperse our psyche. If we become a god, the resets... In fact, all the options except one of them we can stop. We don't stop the resets at all. I think I'm gonna stop the resets. Since the death of God, there's been a vacancy. You could fill that void. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yes, that is absolutely exactly what's being referenced. If that is your wish, you do know that you'll be sentencing these people to one life, one determined by harsh conditions like in Realium. Their suffering will be similar to those in Realium. When they find themselves in a hopeless predicament, there will be no reset to save them. Do you really think that a simulation imitating Realium is better than how things have been so far? I do. Give people a chance to carry out their plans, to see the consequences of their actions. Let them face their mistakes. Let them live. Is real life truly better than a game? Life without resets, without death, continuous existence, even if it's nasty and painful, it'll be real. Do you understand that, fool? I live in reality, and believe me, I would like to one day wake up to a life where Pro-Match OS doesn't exist. I feel for you. Really, I do. Oh. Apparently we just got take the blue pill by agreeing with the simulation owners, so I guess the simulation owners wanted us to stop the resets. Oh. Alright, this is all our choices that we've made on this game. Troll parade? What was that? Where did I... There was a troll parade in Twisted and Perverted? Where do I get that big building? I could have gotten a big house. Oh, man. Passionate night together? That's funny. Wait, no, I thought I joined the sleeves. Did I not join the sleeves? I guess I didn't join the sleeves. Yeah, so I stopped the resets, and apparently that's agreeing with the simulation owners. And then die accidentally right away. God, that's relatable. Oh, managed to avoid the sadistic prison of Mistress Umbra? What? No! I want to go back and do that part! You entered the mystical tree of knowing on your own. You found the memories of the cycle 314. You decided not to work with Gesture. Yeah. I really want to see the endings for each of the choices. I clearly didn't even qualify, like, because I didn't kill anyone, I apparently didn't qualify for 2 of the choices. That chat lag. Oh. I think it's probably a slight stream lag, would be my guess. Chose one of the paths offered by the Gesture. We could have chosen a different path? Could we have chosen... Yeah, there we go. We have finished Gamedec. I'm glad I didn't end at like 3 o'clock, because I was considering ending at 3 o'clock, but then I would have only had like a 40-minute stream next time. Cool, so that was Gamedec. That was super interesting at the end. Is real life better than a game? That's the real question it asks. Damn, and now I'm gonna have to replay this game and kill someone just so that I can escape to the real world. Because it won't let me. I wonder if you escape to the real world, like what that looks like for you. Like for you as the character. Some good, that was good. This was actually a Kickstarter game, so I'm pretty, like, as this goes, this is really well done. I'm pretty pleased that I kickstarted this one. Yeah, I'm somewhere in this list. I don't know if I put my name though. Do I like Dead Cells? I don't think I've played it. Is it good? A couple Alexanders in a row. Bunch of Alexanders. Oh my god. There's so many Alexanders. Side-scrolling roguelike. Ooh. Oh, I think Saracen played Dead Cells. Maybe. I'll have to check. I haven't played it yet, though. Kickstarter called Astral Ascent and has magic? Love the name. Astral Ascent's a great name for a game. Is it like a roguelike? So you said it's a... Astral Ascent is like a side-scrolling roguelike, or is it like a tower climb roguelike? Ooh, I'll have to check that out. If there's a demo on Steam, that'd be... Yeah, I should check that out. Side-scrolling roguelike with magic. Okay. That sounds interesting. Wow, this is a really long backer list. I didn't realize how many backers this team got. That's why they got these credits scrolling at super speed. 'Cause damn. It's funny because I'm so used to being at the end of the alphabet anyway because of my last name. Dead Cells is side-scrolling roguelike with weapons mostly. Excuse me, I keep burping. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. This list is so long. I kind of feel bad. I'm gonna escape out of the credits list because it was just getting too long. Alright, cool. So that was Gamedec. Thank you everyone for joining me with that. I will have to check out this Dead Cells. It might be fun. It could be a good follow-up once I finish the actual story mode of Hades. Thank you everyone for joining me. Don't forget to stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter. That's at formerly known as M. There is a link in the about. There's also, you can see it written on the screen to my left on the screen. Don't forget to follow me here on Twitch so that you can get notifications when I go live. Feel free to subscribe if you want to. And don't forget to stay on the stream so that I can raid into someone's stream. We're going to see who's online and give them, toss them a few raiders. So stay tuned. We will be headed out shortly. Have a good weekend. Keep yourself safe and warm. And good night.